All right, here we are again. Field of Dreams, part 3 today. Going to continue on with the marathon of trying to get most of the teams played for right after the trade deadline to see some of the new guys in action if possible. And I think the next game on the docket here is Mid-Michigan St. Pete. So I think we'll get that going. We're at St. Pete, so let's see. We got Adam Wainwright versus Red Faber. And okay. We're at Comiskey Park. Early version of Comiskey Park. I believe it's the 1917 version, if I'm not mistaken. And let's see here. We have the visiting Mid-Michigan Thrillers at 62-47 taking on the home St. Pete Sharks at 37-70. Disappointing it is. And so let's go with the St. Pete defensive lineup here. We have in left field Luke Scott, center field Jay Johnstone, right field Raul Mondesi, first base Aubrey Huff, second base Felix Milan, shortstop Marty Marion, and third base is Tony Fernandez. Behind the plate is Ray Schulk. On the mound is Red Faber, who is 6-15 with a 4.17 ERA. For Mid-Michigan Thrillers, Barry Bonds will be leading it off. Curtis Grandison batting second. Matt Williams third. DHing Jim Thome, Miguel Cabrera, Mike Andrews, Alan Trammell, Willie McGee, and Ivan Rodriguez. Most well known as Pudge Rodriguez. So we have Barry Bonds up stepping in the box to face Red Faber. Barry Bonds is hitting .230 with a 26 home runs and 54 RBIs. And the pitch from Faber. And grounded to Felix Milan, throws over to Huff for out number 1. And Curtis Grandison steps in, .229 average, 19 home runs, 59 RBIs. And Faber strikes him out. Hey, World's Worst Gamer, thank you for coming in. I think I posted the link if anybody wants to join in and chat while the game is going on. Matt Williams is up, 177 average, 23 home runs, 51 RBIs. And Matt Williams hits a base hit up the middle, so he's on his first hit of the game. Jim Thome steps to the plate, 245, 18 homers and 53 RBIs. And Thome grounds to Huff at first, and that does it for the top of the first inning. And so as the Mid-Michigan Thrillers take the field, we have Barry Bonds in left, Grandison at center, McGee in right, Cabrera at first, Mike Andrews at second, Trammell at short, Matt Williams at third, behind the plate Pudge Rodriguez, and on the mound is Adam Wainwright. Wainwright's 12-7 here on the season, and with a 2.79 ERA, very respectable. And he will go up against the St. Pete Sharks team, starting off with Tony Fernandez, Jay Johnstone, Raul Mondesi, Jose Canseco DHing, Luke Scott, Aubrey Huff, Ray Schulk, Marty Marion, and Felix Milan. And the pitch to Tony Fernandez, who's batting .200 and with a homer and 13 RBIs. Fernandez grounds it sharply to Trammell, throws to Cabrera for out number 1. Jay Johnstone, .252, homer and 6 RBIs. Johnstone hits a fly ball. McGee pedals back and makes the catch. Hey, Carlos Yaz, welcome again. And Raul Mondesi comes to the plate, .228, 7 homers and 38 RBIs. Mondesi grounds back to Wainwright, fields it, and throws to Cabrera for out number 3. So 1-2-3, 0-0 after 1. Miguel Cabrera, .251 with 12 homers and 36 RBIs. Follow up. Try that again. And Cabrera walks on 5 pitches and Mike Andrews comes up to bat. .289, 2 homers and 14 RBIs. And Andrews shoots a single to right field. Mondesi throws it in quickly, so Cabrera has to stay at second. SGJ Jamie, welcome in. And Alan Trammell comes up to bat. And he looks like a bunt down, and Schalk throws to Milan for out number 1. So, but he moves the runners over to second and third. And Willie McGee's up 288 with a homer and 7 RBIs. McGee grounds to Milan. That's going to score a run, and he plays over to Huff out number 2. But it's now 1-0 Mid-Michigan. And Ivan Rodriguez steps to the plate. And Rodriguez hits it to Tony Fernandez, throws it across to Huff for out number 3. 1-0 Mid-Michigan after 1.5. And here is Jose Canseco. Canseco hits a fly ball to left field. Barry Bonds right there to make the catch. And Luke Scott is up, batting 178, hit 4 homers and 12 RBIs. Strikes out to Wainwright has his first strikeout of the game, and his Aubrey Huff 160, no homers and 8 RBIs. And Huff grounds out to Cabrera, who flips to Wainwright covering, and that does it for the second inning. That's funny. Treadmill. Red Faber now takes the mound to face Barry Bonds once again. Bonds is 0 for 1. And Bonds takes a walk. And we'll see if he's on his horse once the pitches. Here's the pitch to go. Check over to Bonds. He's safe. Pitch to Grandstand. And Bonds goes, and the throw to second. He gets him. Caught stealing. Ray Schalk throws him out. Marion with the tag. And here comes the pitch to Granderson. Granderson hits a fly ball deep to right, way back, and gone. First hit of the Granderson hits his first home run of the game, 20th of the season. It's now 2-0 Mid-Michigan. Here's the pitch to Matt Williams. And he hits a base hit. It's his second hit of the day, I believe. And Jim Thome is up. And what was that? Catcher interference. So Thome swung, and Ray Schalk had his glove in the way, and Matt Williams is awarded first base. And here's the pitch to Cabrera, and Cabrera hits a fly ball to left field. That's going deep, but Luke Scott's there, makes the catch, throws to third, so Matt Williams can't advance, and there's 2 out now, and Mike Andrews is up. And Mike Andrews hits a fly ball to right field, and Mondesi's there to make the catch. So after 2.5, it's 2-0 Mid-Michigan. Ray Schalk's he's got 5 home runs, display of power there, a 168 average. Ground ball to Matt Williams, and he throws him out. And up is Marty Marion, the 8th hitter. Marty Marion flies out to Barry Bonds, 2 outs. And the number 9 hitter is Felix Milan, 129 hitter with 1 home run and 5 RBIs. And Milan flies out to right field. Willie McGee is there. So after 3 complete, it's 2-0 Mid-Michigan. Alan Trammell is up, and he flies out to Luke Scott. Here comes Willie McGee, 0 for 1. And McGee walks. Faber's 3rd walk of the game, and here's Pudge Rodriguez. And McGee's on his horse, and Rodriguez shoots it down the line. This might score McGee as Luke Scott's in the corner, and McGee's coming all the way around from first to score as he was running on the pitch. So it's now 3-0 Mid-Michigan, and a double for Ivan Rodriguez and his Barry Bonds. Barry Bonds hits a fly ball right to center field. Jay Johnstone with it, and Rodriguez has to stay at second. Granderson's 1 for 2, and he hits a fly ball. Granderson homered the last time up, and he's out this time. So 3 innings, a run in each the last 3 innings for Mid-Michigan. It's now 3-0, and here comes Tony Fernandez to face Wainwright. Strike 3 for Tony Fernandez, and here's Jay Johnstone. Johnstone grounds to Andrews, throws to Cabrera for out number 2. Raul Mondesi steps to the plate. And he strikes out, and that's after 4. It's 3-0 Mid-Michigan. Pitch for Matt Williams. Strikes out Matt Williams. Jim Thome's up. Ground ball to Milan. Throws out Thome. Here comes Cabrera. Cabrera hits a fly ball to left field. Luke Scott's there and tracks it down. And we go to the bottom of the 5th. Canseco, Scott, and Huff are due up. Here's the pitch. Strikeout for Wainwright. Luke Scott's up. And Luke Scott gets the first hit for St. Pete. So breaks up the no-hitter in the 5th inning. And here comes Aubrey Huff. And Aubrey Huff flies out to McGee, and that's Luke Scott almost got caught out there. He was pretty far over, but he makes it back to first. And here's Ray Schalk. Schalk strikes out, 5th strikeout for Wainwright. That does it for the 5th. Mid-Michigan up at bat. Mike Andrews, Trammell, and McGee. And Andrews walks. Faber didn't like that call. He was jarring with the ump a little bit. Nothing happens of it. Nothing comes of it though. And here's Trammell. And Trammell grounds it to Huff, flips over to Faber, and he's out. And moves the runner over to, and Andrews moves over to second. 1 out now. Willie McGee up. McGee grounds a sharp one to Huff, moves the runner over to third now at the expense of another out. So we got 2 outs, runner at third, and here's Pudge Rodriguez, who is 1 for 2 and an RBI. And Rodriguez flies up to left, and Luke Scott hauls it in for out number 3. After 5.5, it's 3-0 Mid-Michigan. Here's Marty Marion. Marty Marion grounds to Trammell, throws over to Cabrera, out number 1. And Felix Milan, grounds a single up the middle. Base hit. And Tony Fernandez is up. Grounds to third. Matt Williams doesn't have a play at second. Tony Fernandez is going to be close, and he's out at first. Milan takes second, so there's 2 outs. Runner in scoring position, and Jay Johnstone. Milan's running with the pitch. Johnstone takes a shot all the way off the wall in right field. Milan's going to score. Johnstone heads into second with a double, the 7th of the season. It's now 3-1 Mid-Michigan. Here's Raul Mondesi. And Mondesi hits a fly ball deep to right, but McGee's going to track this one down. It's 3 outs after 6, 3-1 Mid-Michigan. And here's the pitch from Faber to Bonds. Bonds grounds it. Oh, Milan makes a great play over to Huff. Out number 1. And Faber is 111 pitches, is still in the game. And here's Curtis Granderson. And he lines a single to right field. And Matt Williams is up. Strikeout. He's check on Granderson. He's safe. Here's Matt Williams. Matt Williams, it's a fly ball deep to left field. It's going to be trouble off the wall. Luke Scott plays it. And Granderson's going to come around to score. So it's now 4-1 Mid-Michigan on the double by Matt Williams. And here comes Jim Tomei. Tomei hits a fly ball to right field. Mondesi has it. Matt Williams doesn't have to stay at second. So it's 2 outs now. And here's Miguel Cabrera. Cabrera sharply to Fernandez. Throws over to Huff. Out number 3. But Mid-Michigan, here's the 7th inning stretch. Jose Canseco's up, and he grounds a single into left center field. Hey, welcome to the show, Clue. Welcome, Dave Lando. Glad you guys could join. Also, if you feel like joining the broadcast and shooting the breeze with me, please go ahead. Even though I say that a lot, nobody ever really seems to do it. And here's Luke Scott. Strikeout for Luke Scott. Number 6 for Wainwright. Here's Aubrey Huff. Aubrey Huff, fly ball to center field. And it's caught by Granderson. It's 2 away. Ray Schalk 0 for 2 today. Hey, Steve Tate. Thanks for joining again. Strikeout for Wainwright, number 7. So we go to the 8th inning. It's now still 4-1. Here's Mike Andrews. Mike Andrews grounds a single to left. He's 2 for 3 now. Alan Trammell's 0 for 2. And he grounds to Huff. And he's going to have to just take it to first himself. And Andrews is going to get to second. And Willie McGee's up 0 for 2. He grounds it sharply to Felix Milan, who throws to Huff out number 2. Pudge Rodriguez 1 for 3 with a double. And he flies out to center field. Johnstone makes the catch with a great play. And we'll go to the bottom of the 8th. Running out of chances for the St. Pete Sharks as Marty Marion. And Michael Jackson comes in. And he is going to pitch to Marty Marion. Marty Marion has a base hit off of Michael. So we got a lead runner on, and here's Felix Milan, who's 1 for 2. And Mike Jackson strikes him out. And Tony Fernandez is to the plate 0 for 3. And here's a pop-up foul, and it might get into the stands, but Cabrera has it. Oh, no, he can't get to it. It just bounces in front of him as he's trying to hold up before he hits the dugouts. So here's Tony Fernandez again. Strike three. Strikeout number 2 for Jackson. And here comes Jay Johnstone, 1 for 3 today. And strikes out Johnstone. So we go to the 9th inning, 4-1. Red Faber, of course, still on the mound. There's the pitch. Barry Bonds with a bloop single into center field. Curtis Granderson is up at the plate. And check on Bonds. He's safe. And pitch to Granderson is a pop fly foul. Huff should have some room for this one and makes the play. 1 out. Matt Williams up to bat. 3 for 4 today, Matt Williams. And there's another base hit. That's his 4th of the game. And Bonds goes to 3rd. So Matt Williams having quite a day for himself offensively. And here's Jim Thome with runners at the corners. 1 out. And Thome pops a foul ball up. And Milan's chasing this one down. Let's see if he can get to it. And he does. Great play by Milan. Barry Bonds thought about scoring on there, as Milan had his back to the play, but he turned around and quickly got the ball in. And here goes Miguel Cabrera. Miguel Cabrera flies out to Luke Scott. So, Michigan unable to add any more insurance runs, but they do lead by 3 heading into the bottom of the 9th. We got Mondesi, Canseco, and Scott for St. Pete. And Mike Jackson is okay, but Sparky Lyle coming in to shut the door. And his pitches to Mondesi. Strike 3. Mondesi strikes him out. And Canseco's up to bat, 1 for 3 today. And he walks him. And here comes Luke Scott, 1 for 3 as well. Oh, no, Dale Long is going to pinch hit. Dale Long with a base hit. And Canseco moves up to 2nd, so the tying run comes to the plate in the form of Aubrey Huff, who has yet to hit a home run this season, and he's hitting 156. So let's see what happens. He definitely has power. And here comes the pitch. And Aubrey Huff hits a fly ball deep to right field, but McGee is going to have it. And Canseco is going to go back to 2nd. So almost looked like for a second it might have had some distance on it. And that leaves Ray Schalk. Light hitting Ray Schalk. Here's the pitch. And he hits a fly ball to right field. McGee has it, and Mid-Michigan sews up this game 4-1 over the St. Pete Sharks. And that's Adam Wainwright gets the win in a very good, very well pitched game. It's 13-7 now. Red Faber drops to 6-16. And Matt Williams, 4 for 5, easily the star of the game offensively. Curtis Granderson did hit a home run. Sparky Lyle gets his 18th save. So that's it for that game. All right, I believe, is Beatles on here yet? I thought Beatles was here. I don't know. I haven't seen him. He was on the Discord, but I don't see him now. Maybe he's having a break. Oh, there's David Lando. Sorry, Dave. I don't know how long you're waiting there. There he is, good old Husqvarna.
Oh, I was only waiting for like an inning or
yeah, it's okay.
I don't know, No, I'm just kidding. How's it going? What we got next? What game we got next? I'm watching WrestleMania and Field of Dreams, so it's entertainment galore around here.
Well, why don't we play the Chicago Red Shirts? I know that Bernie wanted to play the Lancaster game, but he can play tomorrow's game anyway.
All right, let's do it. I'll let computer do whatever it needs.
Yeah, I don't think that Night Raven is here, but you can watch this. We have the Red Shirts of Chicago, 50-57, in 4th place versus, let's see the computer. We've got Ron Reed.
Oh, big man.
Going up against the Lancaster Fighting Irish, 62-43 in 2nd place. And Tommy John's going to get the nod.
He kills me. Oh, Tommy John absolutely murders my team.
Wow, okay. Let's see. Let's check in on them. We're going to have the lineups in 1 second. Okay, so we got Chicago at 50-57. At the visiting the Memorial Stadium with home of the Lancaster Fighting Amish, who's 62-43, as I mentioned. For the Fighting Amish in left field, there's going to be Dusty Baker, Paul Blair, and Reggie Smith. in the outfield, I'm sorry. In first base, we have Justin Morneau. Second base, Davey Johnson. Bach Belanger at short. Brooks Robinson at third. Behind the plate is Elrod Hendricks, otherwise known as Ellie. And pitching on the mound is Tommy John. And he is 11-6 in the season with a 3.17 ERA. And at bat, the batting order for the Chicago Red Shirts, the new and improved Chicago Red Shirts since the trade deadline, we have Bip Roberts leading off, Dave Concepcion, Dave Winfield, Mickey Mantle at batting cleanup, Tim Wallach, Harry Heilman. DHing tonight is George H. Burns. Ted Sizemore was at second, and Yogi Berra at catching.
What is James T. Kirk thinking?
Well, there's two George Burns in the league, so we have to identify them.
Whenever I see George Burns, I think, oh God.
Okay. So here we go. We have Bip Roberts taking his. I believe this is his first at bat. Is this his first at bat for?
This is his first at bat as a Red Shirt.
Okay, he's got a homer, 23 RBIs while batting 244, and Tommy John has the pitch, and here it is. And Bip Roberts has an unceremonious ground out to first base.
That one doesn't quite have the distance.
Yeah. Concepcion, 229, 9 homers and 42 RBIs. And he hits a fly ball foul. It's into the stands.
Straighten that out, Dave. Straighten it out. Let's go.
And the left-handed Tommy John has a strikeout. And here comes Dave Winfield, come over from the Canada A's earlier in the season. And here is the pitch. And Winfield grounds to Davey Johnson, and Davey Johnson throws out. So it's an uneventful top of the first, and we have the Lancaster Fighting Amish. I always want to say the Irish, coming to the plate. Paul Blair leading off at 246, 13 homers and 53 RBIs. And Blair shoots one through a hole on the left side for a base hit. Tim Wallach, newly acquired, makes a poor play. Justin Morneau comes to the plate in 291, 8 homers and 35 RBIs. And a check on Blair, and he's safe. Morneau grounds a single up the middle, and Blair's going to go to third. Another poor play, this time on Concepcion.
Wow.
So the infield is kind of not doing too well
so far.
Elrod Hendricks is up. 189 average, 2 homers and 6 RBIs for Lancaster. The pitch. Hendricks lines out to Sizemore, makes the play, and it's 1 out. And here comes Reggie Smith, 275, 16 homers, 50 RBIs. Ron Reed strikes him out. So two outs now, and Reggie Jefferson's at the plate, 269, 2 homers and 12 RBIs in limited action. And here's the pitch from Reed. And he strikes out Jefferson. So
look at my guy.
Comes back. And 2 left on for the Fighting Amish. And here comes Mickey Mantle. Mickey Mantle is batting 254, 25 home runs and 60 RBIs. And Tommy John kicks and fires. And he hits a fly ball deep to left, but Baker's there and going to make the catch in foul territory. Right up against the wall there. Up number 1. And here comes Tim Wallach. 179 average, 9 homers and 27 RBIs. And Wallach grounds to Belanger and throws over to Minot for out number 2. And Harry Heilman is dangled at the trade deadline, but to no avail. And here he's batted 252 with 4 homers and 15 RBIs. Heilman grounds out to Morneau, so another 1-2-3 inning. And here comes the Fighting Amish with Brooks Robinson, Baker, and Belanger. And Brooks Robinson pops up. Shortstop, Concepcion makes the catch, out number 1. Here's Dusty Baker. And Dusty Baker flies to right field, and Winfield makes the catch, out number 2. And here's Mark Belanger, who's been 273 this season. And Belanger grounds to Concepcion and makes a great play. Wedge him over to Heilman. It's number 37 for the season, and that does it for the Amish in the second inning. And we go to the third, scoreless. George H. Burns, the DH, is coming to the plate. Very little at bats this season, only a 111 average. Here's the pitch. And George Burns hits a single and gets a hit for Chicago. First hit of the game. And here comes Ted Sizemore. Runner at first, 249 hitter. Ted Sizemore grounds a ball into the hole and left. And here we go. Yeah, what do you know, these guys? And here comes the man, Yogi Berra. Batting .236, home run, and 10 RBIs. Not exactly eye-popping stats this year, but there's hope for the future. So here's the pitch. Berra grounds to Belanger. This could be two. Is 1 to Johnson, 2 to Manoah. That's a double play, and Burns gets to third. But there's 2 outs now. And here's Bip Roberts to try to drive in the run. And Roberts grounds it back to John, and the Speedy Roberts is thrown out at first. So that does it for the top of the third. 2 hits, but nothing to show for it. And the Fighting Amish come up on the bottom of the third, and here's Davy Johnson. And he lines to Heilman and makes the catch. 1 out. Great play. And here comes Paul Blair, who's 1 for 1. Blair, fly ball to Mickey Mantle, ranges back and makes the catch. Out number 2. And here's Justin Manoah, who's also 1 for 1. And Manoah walks. 2-out walk issued by Ron Reed. And here's Elrod Hendricks. And Hendricks, easy pop-up. The shortstop, Concepcion under it, makes the catch. That does it for the third inning. Scoreless. Go to the fourth, and Concepcion is up 0 for 1. And Concepcion hits a fly ball deep. That's really far back and gone.
Woo!
Dave Concepcion hits a home run to center field, 374
man, look at that.
10th home run of the season for Dave Concepcion. And here comes Dave Winfield. Winfield lines out to Brooks Robinson. And Mickey Mantle steps to the plate. He's 0 for 1, fly out to left. And Mickey Mantle grounds to Belanger, and he's going to get thrown out at first, but as he throws to Mono, and there's 2 quick outs. And Tim Wallach is 0 for 1. And Wallach lines to Belanger, so that's 3 away. But Chicago does get on the scoreboard first, and they lead 1-0 after 3.5. So here comes Reggie Smith, Reggie Jefferson, and Brooks Robinson. And Smith walks. And here comes Reggie Jefferson. Jefferson hits a shot down the line. This could be trouble. And Reggie Smith may come along all the way around to score. And here's Winfield with the ball, but no, they hold him at third. So it's a double for Reggie Jefferson. And we have second and third with nobody out. And here comes Brooks Robinson. Brooks Robinson fly ball center field. This could score the run. Mantle with the catch, and he throws to the cutoff man, and the run comes in to tie the game with a sacrifice fly. And it's now 1-1, and here's Dusty Baker coming to the plate. Dusty Baker with a base hit, and Bip Roberts comes up with the ball, and Reggie Jefferson's going to come around to score to take the lead for the Fighting Amish. 2-1, and here's Mark Belanger. And Dusty Baker's going for the steal, and he gets caught stealing. Yogi Berra tosses him.
Yogi. Way to go.
Goes him out. Yep, here's Mark Belanger again. Tip. And it's 0-2 count. And fly ball to Mickey Mantle makes the catch. So Fighting Amish get 2 in the bottom of the fourth, and it's now 2-1 in the 5th inning. So here comes Harry Heilman, 0 for 1. And a little weak dribbler to Morneau and takes it himself, out number 1. George H. Burns and strikes him out. Ted Sizemore is 1 for 1. And he grounds weakly to third. Brooks Robinson throws across the diamond for out number 3. And we go to the bottom of the 5th, 2-1, Lancaster. The pitch to Davy Johnson. Right to Ron Reed, throws him out at first. 1 away, and here's Paul Blair, 1 for 2. And Blair flies out to Mickey Mantle once again. 2 outs, and here's Justin Morneau. And strikes out Morneau. So after 5, 2-1, Lancaster. Yogi Berra's up 0 for 1. Berra grounds it to Belanger, throws to first, and he's safe. Yogi Berra beats it out at first base.
Legs.
And Bip Roberts comes to the plate, 0 for 2. Let's see if they do any small ball here. And it looks like he drives it to second, and Bip Roberts is safe. He beats it out as well. 2 infield singles.
Look at this, all in this new speed.
Look at that. Who needs the whole? They only need the 90 feet to the bases, I guess, just to hit the ball in between there. So you don't need to hit it into the outfield. So Dave Concepcion comes up. He has a home run in the game, and he's got to run at first and second with nobody out. And Tommy John kicks and fires. Concepcion grounds it to Morneau. Like throws to Belanger for 1. Back to Morneau for another double play. And runner goes to third again, but no, again they kind of rally killing these innings with double plays. And Dave Winfield still has a chance to knock him in with a base hit here. Let's see what happens. 0 for 2. And there's a foul ball. And the pitch from John. And another foul ball. Making him work here.
Yep.
And another ground ball. This one's fair, but not fair enough. I mean, not good enough for Winfield. And that does it for the inning. They don't score after having people on base. We go to the bottom of the sixth. It's 2-1. Pitch to Elrod. Line drive to Sizemore. He makes the catch. Reggie Smith, 0 for 1. And he grounds to Heilman. Makes the play himself. 2 outs. And Reggie Jefferson, 1 for 2. Grounds to Sizemore. Throws to Heilman. That's a quick 1-2-3 inning. We go to the top of the 7th. Mickey Mantle, Tim Wallach, and Harry Heilman due up to bat here. Tommy John fires. Mickey Mantle strikes out 0 for 3. Wow. And Tim Wallach comes to the plate. Tim Wallach punches it over to Morneau, who touches first base, out number 2. And Harry Heilman's up. And he hits a foul ball down third base. And a pop fly to center field. Paul Blair waits for it and makes the catch. That does it for the 7th, top of the 7th. And we go to that 7th inning stretch.
I'm dangerous.
Okay, and Brooks Robinson's up. Brooks Robinson hits a fly ball deep to left field. This is going to be trouble off the wall. Dip Roberts comes up with a double for Robinson. Ron Reed starts off the 7th by giving up a double. And here's Dusty Baker. And he walks Baker. So this is not turning into out to be a very good bottom of the 7th so far. Here comes Belanger. He bunts it. And the throw to third, they're going to get him at third base. They get the lead runner.
Nice.
So now they get
That's
one out.
That's a veteran for you. That's a veteran captain right
there. And here's Davey Johnson, 0 for 2. And he pops it up. It looks like it's going to get out of play, and it will. Tim Wallach doesn't have a shot at it. Here's the pitch. And he grounds it to Heilman. Heilman throws to second for 1, and they can't get the double play. So it's first and third with 2 outs, and here's Paul Blair, 1 for 3 today. And Blair knocks in a run with a single, and Johnson's going to get the third. So we got first and third with 2 outs and a run in. It's 3-1 Lancaster. Morneau steps in the plate. Then the throw to second, and he's safe. Another stolen base by Blair. Second and third, and here's Morneau again. And he flies up to center field, and Mickey Mantle pulls it in to retire the side. 3-1 now, fighting Amish. Lancaster needs to put something together soon. I'm sorry, Chicago.
I can't believe they're not pinch hitting. I hope they pinch hit for this guy.
George Burns, it's a fly ball. It's sent up to left field, and Dusty Baker makes the catch. Yeah, I don't think so. Ted Sizemore is
interesting lineup. I'll tell you that.
Ted Sizemore. Oh, is this the lineup you set?
No, but whatever. I don't care.
Well, that's what I'm saying. Like, this is what I was told to do by Bernie. So I don't believe the computer manager does a great job of doing the lineups that you want. So, but this is what I was told to do.
It's supposed to pick the next one, but this ain't it. That's for sure. But anyway, let's.
Well, you should have told me that at the beginning.
Dude, I don't care.
Okay, here's Berra. Strike 3. Berra strikes out. So bottom of the 8th, and world's worst. I don't know what I'm supposed to do. I'm not going to be changing lineups. I mean, I press the button. Somebody's going to tell me what I need to do exactly. That's going to make the lineups work. As someone who's broadcasting, and we're only supposed to be doing the manager file. I can't do whatever. I can only do what the buttons do, right? So
yeah, that's totally fine.
No, okay, and I feel bad about it, but something has to work. What I had been doing is selecting the left versus left lineup and versus right lineup, right? So
yeah, it is what it is, man.
Okay, well, the next time I'm going to ask someone which one I'm going to do the computer manager, and I'll ask the person if that's the right lineup, and then I'll do the left-handed or right-handed lineup myself, and I'll ask them then if that looks better, and then if they say yes, we'll use that. But sometimes when I do the left-handed lineups, I get blank spots in it as well.
Right.
So.
Yeah, it's weird, but that's okay. I'm good,
Yeah. Okay, Elrod Hendricks comes to the plate. Ron Reed is still in there. No substitutions. And he grounds to second for out number 1. Here's Reggie Smith. And Reggie Smith hits a fly ball to right field. Winfield's there. 2 outs, and Reggie Jefferson's 1 for 3. And he hits a fly ball. That's going to be trouble.
Ooh,
Reggie
boy.
Jefferson goes yard. Home run number 3 of the season off of Ron Reed. It's now 4-1 in the bottom of the 8th. And Brooks Robinson, it's a fly ball to Winfield. That does it. But now it's an extra run in there that Dave's going to have. Chicago's going to have to make up. That's 4-1 in the top of the 9th.
Yeah, let's see.
Tommy John's still in there. Bip Roberts is up at bat. And Roberts grounds it to Belanger and is 1 away. And Dave Concepcion comes to bat with a home run this game. And he grounds a single to give them life to Chicago.
To mingle.
Dave Winfield's 0 for 3 today. And he hits a fly ball deep, but Dusty Baker sizes it up and makes the catch. And Mickey Mantl's up 0 for 3 to get to produce anything this game. Here's the pitch. Oh, check on Concepcion. He's safe. Here's the pitch to Mantle. Oh, bad pitch. Gets away. His pass ball. And Concepcion goes to second, but he really means nothing at this point. And here's Mickey Mantle. Strikes him out to end the game. Lancaster Fighting Amish beat Chicago Red Shirts 4-1. And
I got to tell you something. How good did Ron Reed pitch today? I thought he pitched a hell of a game.
Yeah, I mean, whether he should have been in there the whole game the whole time, that's another question. But he did pitch well enough. I mean,
yeah.
So he falls to 2-7. Unfortunately, Tommy John improves to 12-6. Tommy John the MVP. So it was a pretty good game. Lancaster moves to 63-43. Chicago drops to 50-58. So,
all right, good game.
Thanks,
game,
Dave.
Lancaster.
Yeah. What else do we want to play here? Who else is here on the chat? We already played Canada. Liverpool can play. That's me, though. That's the D-Gen, so I can't really. Well, I mean, I could do the D-Gens and just. No, it doesn't matter anyway, right? I'm just doing my lineup. I mean, I'm just doing the C anyway.
All right. I'm going to take a little break
okay.
Here, so I'll be right back.
All right, Dave. Thank you for joining.
While watching a game. No, I'm just kidding.
All right. Well, I'm going to do D-Gens and Liverpool. Why not just break precedent here? I mean, I know that Chuck Chico's did his own team too, but I just want to see the lineups here anyway. I'll tell you right now. Computer lineup. John Lester versus computer lineup. Liverpool can tell me if that's correct. Piazza. Or do we do it versus lefty? There's a spot there. That's the only thing. So I don't know. And if I do mine, I know mine is what mine should be. And Keith Hernandez does not. I'll repeat. Keith Hernandez does not lead off in my lineup. If I do it versus righties, I don't know why there's. It's possible because of all the injuries. That I guess when I do my lineup on. I do my lineup on my, without playing a game, these guys show up with NA, not active. So I assume this fills in the, these are due to people being hurt. So I guess I have to do computer lineup anyway because there's blank spots. So this is this. I don't know. I thought there was an NA that they would just put in whoever, but yeah. So I don't want Keith Hernandez to, let me do computer versus right-hander. Same thing. Yeah, it doesn't matter. It's not if I do versus right. I mean, I don't know what to say. I really don't. I guess I got to do that just like everybody else to be fair. So, and to be fair, we got Greer here. All right, Bernie. Steve, that's what I did, and it doesn't seem to be working very well, but maybe the injuries is kind of screwing things up. All right, so here we go. why bother setting the manager files? Was my question. If it's just going to mess things up with injuries. I mean, you do have a depth chart, right? I mean, okay. Anyway, so here we go. I'm going to start the game up. Okay, here. Geez, we got people hidden. So we got the Degens, 43 and 64, playing against the Liverpool Baseball Club, who's 67 and 41. And we have starting in the defense for Liverpool, we have George Foster, the MVP of the All-Star game last night. In left field, Torrey Hunter in center, Jackie Jensen in right, Rusty Greer playing first base, Davey Lopes at second, Rico Petrocelli at short, Edgar Martinez playing third, and behind the plate is Mike Piazza. On the mound is Steve Gromick. He is 6-1 with a 1.36 ERA. And on the batting order for Degens is Keith Hernandez leading off, Rogers Hornsby second, Dave Ortiz at DH, Mike Lowell at cleanup, Jack Smith playing center field, Walton Cruz gets a start, Brady Anderson recently acquired from Vegas Stars, Todd Hundley gets a start at catcher, and Frank Snyder plays second base. Frank Snyder, he's the third catcher on the Degens, and he is rated for second base, but he's the backup second baseman. So there we go. So interesting lineup for Degens. I am not trying to repeat. I'm not trying to tank, but that lineup definitely would help if I was trying. So here we go. We got a lot of injuries too, so we gotta just have to go with it. And here's the pitch from Gromick. Is it Gromick? Gromick to Keith Hernandez, who's batting .265, 7 home runs and 44 RBIs. Keith Hernandez strikes out. So Rogers Hornsby's up. He is batting .302 with 23 home runs and 63 RBIs. And Hornsby hits a fly ball to right field. Jackie Jensen's there to make the catch for out number 1. And David Ortiz. I don't even know why I changed this whole thing. Main batter. I don't know why it went back to this. It was fine before. Okay. David Ortiz is up to bat. 280 and 21 homers and 66 RBIs. Here's the pitch. Ortiz grounds to Martinez at third, throws over to Greer at first, and is out number 3. That does it for the top of the first. And for the Degens in the field, Walton Cruz. Oh, nope, I don't want to do that. Walton Cruz in left field, Jack Smith in center, Brady Anderson in right, Keith Hernandez at first, Frank Snyder at second, Rogers Hornsby at short, Mike Lowell at third. Todd Hundley gets the start behind the plate, and John Lester on the mound. He is 6-9 with a 4.16 ERA against Torrey Hunter, Edgar Martinez, Mike Piazza, George Foster, Davey Lopes, Rusty Greer, Jackie Jensen, Rico Petrocelli, and a DH tonight we have Tubby Spencer. And here's the pitch to Torrey Hunter. And there's a fly ball to center field. Jack Smith ranges back and makes the play. Out number 1. And here's Edgar Martinez, 256, 5 home runs and 24 RBIs. Martinez flies out, and Jack Smith makes another out. 2 outs now, and Mike Piazza, 241, 17 home runs. And Lester strikes out Piazza. So after 1's no score. And here's Mike Lowell, 257 average, 7 homers and 53 RBIs. Lowell grounds to Lopes, throws to Greer at first, out number 1. Jack Smith, limited action this year, 292 average, 2 home runs and 7 RBIs. And Jack Smith flies out to Torrey Hunter for out number 2. And Walton Cruz in limited action, only 22 at-bats, has 2 home runs, 2 RBIs, and 273 average. And Walton Cruz flies out to Torrey Hunter as well. So after 1.5, no score. George Foster, the MVP of the All-Star game, as mentioned before, 264, 32 home runs and 90 RBIs. And Foster grounds to Snyder, who throws to first for out number 1. Davey Lopes, 170 average, 2 homers and 9 RBIs. Lopes fouls it off. Mike Lowell chases, but won't get to it. Here's the pitch. Grounds to first. Keith Hernandez without number 2. And Rusty Greer comes to the plate. All right. He is now batting .298, 7 home runs, and 40 RBIs. Rusty Greer slaps a single to the left field, and it's a base hit. And he's on first with 2 outs. And here comes Jackie Jensen, .224 average, 10 homers, and 48 RBIs. And Jackie Jensen lines it, and the third catcher makes the stop, makes the snare at second base. And that does it for the second inning, and it's 0-0. And here comes Brady Anderson making his first appearance for the D-Gens. .265 average with Vegas, home run and 2 RBIs. Here's the pitch. Strikeout for Brady Anderson. And Todd Hundley batting .050 in 20 at-bats, 1 hit. That's all they got is 1 goddamn hit. So here comes Todd Hundley. And he grounds to Lopes, and that average is going to go down even more. And here comes Frank Snyder batting .107, 3 hits and 28 at-bats. And he walks, gets on base for Keith Hernandez again, back to the top of the order. The pitch to Hernandez. And he walks. And that brings up Rogers Hornsby. 0 for 1 this game. And he hits a ground ball up the middle through the had eyes, and the run's going to score. Snyder's going to come around to score. The D-Gens take a 1-0 lead on an RBI single by Rogers Hornsby. And here's David Ortiz. And David Ortiz hits a fly ball. That's going really deep all the way to center field, off the wall. It's going to be extra bases. 2 runs are going to score. David Ortiz with a 2 RBI double makes it 3-0 D-Gens. And here comes Mike Lowell with 2 outs. And Lowell hits a fly ball left field. George Foster has it and makes the catch. And that the D-Gens get 3 runs in the top of the third and lead it 3-0. And John Lester fires in on Rico Petrocelli, and Rico Petrocelli drives a single into the hole on the right side. So 1 on, nobody out. His Tubby Spencer, limited action, .244 average. And strike out for Tubby Spencer and his Torrey Hunter for 0 for 1 in the game. And wild pitch for Lester, and Petrocelli gets the second. And Torrey Hunter grounds it. Oh, Hornsby with a great play over to Hernandez, and Petrocelli going to take third, but unbelievable play by Hornsby, number 29 on the season, shortstop. Here's Edgar Martinez with a duck on the pond and third base with 2 outs. And Edgar Martinez lines a single that's going to score the run, so it's now 3-1. And Martinez sits at first with 2 outs, and here's Piazza. Piazza's 0 for 1. And the throw from, and Martinez steals second base. A little aggressive base running and 2 outs here by Liverpool. And here's the pitch to Piazza. Piazza hits a fly ball deep to right field, and this one's going to be gone. Home run for Mike Piazza, ties the game, number 18 on the season. The short porch at Polo Grounds and right field helped a lot in that one. 272-foot home run. That's pretty amazing. So George Foster gets to the plate. John Lester throws strike 3 in the tie game now. 3 runs for Liverpool. They answer D-Gens in the bottom of the third. We go to the 4th inning, tied up at 3. Jack Smith 0 for 1 today. And he lines a single. Base hit for Jack Smith. Not much action this season so far. And same here with Walton Cruz. Walton Cruz is 0 for 1. Jack Smith's going. Throws the... Oh, he gets caught stealing. Jack Smith tried to be a little aggressive and got caught. And the pitch to Cruz strikes him out. And Brady Anderson comes to that. He struck out his first time up. Brady Anderson flies out to left field for out number 3. We go to the bottom of the 4th, 3-3 game. Here's Davey Lopes. Grounds to short. This is going to be tough. The throw to first and out. Gets the out. So just beat him. And here comes Rusty Greer, 1 for 1 today. He grounds to second, and he throws him out at first, out number 2. And Jackie Jensen's 0 for 1. And he grounds to Hornsby, another great play. Throws across to Hernandez. Hornsby, an unbelievable play there, number 30 on the season, second great play today. And that does it for the 4th inning. And we go to the top of the 5th here. Todd Hundley leads it off. And Hundley flies out to Jackie Jensen. And Frank Snyder comes up to bat. Oh, he had I believe he walked in the 3rd. And Frank Snyder hits a fly ball to right field, but Jackie Jensen has it, makes the play. Great play. And we get Keith Hernandez, top of the order again. Hernandez hits a fly ball to right field. That's close to being by the wall, but it's caught by Jensen. So that does it for the top of the fifth. And Rico Petrocelli leading off. He's 1 for 1. And he grounds it. Hornsby with another great play. His third of the game. We're only in the fifth inning. So Hornsby's flashing the glove today. And here comes Tubby Spencer. And he lets the loser Spencer as he walks on 4 pitches. And here comes Torrey Hunter. Grounded to Hornsby. Hornsby over to first. Another play for the out. And Spencer gets to second. And here comes Edgar Martinez. 1 for 2 today. And he strikes out Edgar Martinez. So after 5, it's 3-3. We have a good game going here. Steve Gromick pitches to Hornsby, who's 1 for 2. And Hornsby flies out to Torrey Hunter, who grabs it. David Ortiz had a 2-run double the last time up. And he pops it up easily for Lopes. Stands there and makes the catch for out number 2. And Mike Lowell's up. He's 0 for 2. And he grounds a single up the middle. 2-out single for Lowell. Jack Smith's 1 for 2. Lowell's gone, and he's safe for his first stolen base of the year. And he's on scoring position with Jack Smith up at the plate. 0-1 count. And there's a fly ball deep to right, but Jackie Jensen is going to keep that one in the park up against the wall. Makes a web gem. So that does it for the inning. That's top of the 6th is over. Jackie Jensen makes a second great play of the game as well. And here comes Mike Piazza. And he flies to left. And Cruz is going to have this one as he's going to. Piazza was going for his second home run of the game, but kept that one in the park. And here comes George Foster 0 for 2. And George Foster walks. So Davey Lopes comes to the plate. And, an error throw. Todd Hundley throws it into center field. Stolen base for Foster, and he gets to third on the error. So runner at third with 1 out. Here's Davey Lopes. Ground to third. Ground is to first. Keith Hernandez takes it to first for the out, but the run's going to score as Liverpool takes the lead on a ground out to first base. And here comes Rusty Greer, 1 for 2. Grounds to Snyder. Snyder throws to first for the out. It retires the side, but Liverpool gets the lead run and goes up 4-3. Walton Cruz leads off, 0 for 2 today. Strikes him out. Brady Anderson comes up. He's also 0 for 2. And look, Brady Anderson gets his first hit as a D-Gen. So he's on first with 1 out. And his Todd Hundley, who made that critical error in the last inning that led to the go-ahead run by Liverpool. And a check on Anderson, safe. Todd Hundley floats a single into right field, trying to make up for his error. But Anderson has to stay at second. So we got 2 on and 1 out. And Frank Snyder's up 0 for 1, light hitting Frank. And Frank Snyder hits a fly ball deep to left field, going way back. It is gone. Frank Snyder with a 3-run home run. Little known Frank Snyder for the D-Gens, and it's 6-4 over Liverpool.
What the hell just happened?
Frank Snyder. Way to go, Schneider. He's going to get a beer bought for him after. So, what a home run. 280 flipping feet. What a blast that was.
Goodbye, Mr. Spalding.
Yeah.
Wow. What a moonshot.
Yeah, 280 feet. Yeah. So here we go. Keith Hernandez. This is somebody's home park, by the way. All right. Keith Hernandez faces Gromick. He's 0 for 2. The pitch. And Hernandez, line drive. Jackie Jensen's going to have to play it on a hop. Base hit for Hernandez. And here's Rogers Hornsby. And Hornsby goes deep, but Foster's going to have enough room for that, and Hernandez has to retreat back to first. So 2 away here, 6-4 lead for D-Gens, and David Ortiz is up 1 for 3 today. And David Ortiz strikes out. So Gromick comes back. And we go to the 7th inning stretch, which we will not wait for. Jackie Jensen leads off. John Lester with the pitch. Jackie Jensen with a fly ball to center field. Jack Smith makes the play, out number 1. Rico Petrocelli comes to the plate. 1-for-2, and he walks, gets on base. John Lester with 106 pitches so far, faces Tubby Spencer. Red Ames is coming into pitch. Red Ames, not the greatest record in the world, is 6-7 with a 5.49 ERA. And Tubby Spencer gets a base hit up the middle, and is first and second. And see if Red Ames can just not blow the game, but we'll see what happens. Torrey Hunter's up. Torrey Hunter with a base hit. So 2 straight hits off of Red Ames, and Petrocelli's going to score if he makes it. He's thrown out.
Oh,
Walton Cruz. Walton Cruz in left field with an outfield assist to throw out the runner at home.
That was a huge play, Mike. That was like Game 7 of the series.
That was like Jeff Heath.
That was like Jeff Heath.
Yep, he was Jeff Heath-like. And here comes Edgar Martinez. 1-for-3. Could do some damage here against Red Ames. Here's the pitch. And, Edgar Martinez gets a hold of one, but Cruz has it for the out. That retires the side. We go to the top of the 8th. 6-4, D-Gens. And Mike Lowell comes to the plate.
A Walton Cruz game.
1-for-3, Mike Lowell. Lines out to Lopes, out number 1. Jack Smith comes to the plate, 1-for-3. And Jack Smith flies to Torrey Hunter. And that brings up Walton Cruz, who had the great play in left field. Pitch. And Walton Cruz with a base hit. Oh, he's going for 2. He gets the double. Walton Cruz with the double. And
he is
Brady
making a play to make the team next year.
They put Brady Anderson on. They intentionally walk him for Todd Hundley, which is not probably a bad idea. Todd Hundley does have a hit, brought his average up to 0.87, so watch out for Todd Hundley. He's probably hot now. Here's the pitch. Todd Hundley hits a fly ball deep to right field, off the wall. Todd Hundley, batting 0.85, just drives in 2 more with a double. So it's 8-4. They open up the lead against the Liverpool Baseball Club.
Down goes Liverpool.
And here comes Frank Snyder with a duck on the pond, trying to get some more RBIs. He has his first 3 of the season today.
Is this Frank Snyder?
And Jim Brewer's coming in.
I think this
Frank
is
Snyder. Yeah. Jim Brewer coming in to pitch in relief. The lefty facing Snyder, who's a righty, with the pitch. And Snyder strikes out. Jim Brewer's like, enough of this. And Mike Piazza gets up. Red Ames, 2/3 scoreless innings, which is amazing. So here's the pitch to Mike Piazza. And it's a fly ball. Jack Smith, the human vacuum cleaner out there in center field. What I mean by that is he's getting a lot of fly balls.
I thought you meant
George Foster. There's George Foster at the plate, 0-2. Red Ames induces a fly ball to Jack Smith again. And here comes Davey Lopes in the bottom of the 8th, 2 outs. And Cy Seymour, at least the acquired, is going to pinch hit. And Seymour takes a walk. And Rusty Greer's coming up to the plate, 1-for-3 today. And another walk. Red Ames is starting to lose it now. The tying runs on the on-deck circle. Jackie Jensen's up 0-for-3. And he induces a pop-up to Hornsby.
That's a can of corn.
Should have it, and he does. And the end of the inning is, we go to the 9th, 8-4, D-Gens. Keith Hernandez leading off. Hernandez grounds out to Edgar Martinez, throws to first, and it's going to be out number 1. Rogers Hornsby, 1-for-4 today. And there's a fly ball to left field, but Foster's going to have it, out number 2. And David Ortiz, 1-for-4 with 2 RBIs. The pitch grounds out to Morgan, and that's going to do it for the top of the 9th. And we go to the bottom of the 9th. It's going to be Ames facing Petrocelli, Spencer, and Hunter, unless there are changes. Petrocelli's up at bat, 1-for-2, and he lines it to Hornsby. He makes the play. His 4th great play of the game.
Wow.
Number 32 of the season. Hornsby just pulling out the glove for today. And Red Ames is definitely going to need it with his pitching staff. And here's Tubby Spencer, who's 1-for-2. And Spencer grounds it to Ames, throws to Hernandez, out number 2. Torrey Hunter at the plate. And Torrey Hunter grounds a seeing eye single through the middle. A poor play by Hornsby this time.
Interesting. All right.
They should just subtract the good play and just make it like 31 less. Edgar Martinez at the plate. He's 1 for 4. And he grounds it weakly to Hornsby, throws to first, and that's going to do it. The D-Gens upset the Liverpool Baseball Club 8-4. And yeah, I mean, on the back of Frank Snyder
with the 3-run blast.
That's right. Frank Snyder with the insurance run they needed, and Todd Hundley, 2 for 4. The only guy with 2. Everybody on the team for the D-Gens had a hit. Todd Hundley had 2 of them to bring his average up to 125 now, if you believe that. And Frank Snyder is right above that with 129. But they all came up big in this game. Walton Cruz with a big play in left field. For Liverpool, 2 for 5 for Torrey Hunter. Piazza hit a big 2-run home run. Lester goes to 7-9. Ames with his first save of the season, and Gromik falls to 6-2.
Who's the MVP? It better be Snyder.
All right. So let's look at the standings update here. 5-game lead over Berlin. Good game, Clue. Those guys have to hit at some point. That's probably why I won. So let's see. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8 games, 9 games played. Is Beatles on here still? Or did he do the Irish goodbye and say see you later? Anybody? All right.
Yeah, I don't know.
Well, I was going to say we could do Hadley Lake and Carpathian. Who else do we got? We got Hadley Lake, Carpathian, amazing in Edmonton. There's no Yoko, and he's working. Manchester, Cleveland. There's no MVs here, right? MV's not here. All right, let's do Carpathian.
All right. I'm going to sit this one out for a little bit longer, but someone should jump in and join. Jamie needs to come out in here and keep the company.
I know. I don't understand why, I don't have to do this all by myself. I will, but, what the heck? It's nice to have some reaction. They don't call Jamie the best color man for nothing.
There you go.
Thank you, Dave. Thanks for your company. Appreciate it.
You're welcome. I'm just going to go mute, but I should be back in a little bit, my friend.
Sean can get on if you want.
Anyone could jump in, right? Yeah.
Yep. I don't care. Just jump on. I like anybody's input is, especially with these lineups. So let's see, man. Computer lineup. Rube Waddell is going to play this game. That's going to be a good game. Should be pretty quick. Dave Boswell. And here comes Buckshots here. And Sean, a.k.a. WWG.
Yeah, I'm here all right.
Where he is. What's up, Sean?
Yeah. Boy, oh, boy.
Can you believe that last game with Frank Snyder?
I need to check the score, guys.
But Frank Snyder, that's like that.
Feet off.
Yeah, that's like Steve Burrows hitting a 3-run home run to like extend.
Yeah, for sure. For sure.
All right, so we got Carpathian Wolves versus let's see, we got Hadley Lake Hammers. Hopefully, the lineups are not. I mean, I don't know. They're just not what they're supposed to be.
Yeah, I don't know.
Let's see. Dave Henderson. Well, I guess he's got most of his. Bobby Bonilla is in the. Oh, Bobby Bonds is in the lineup, not Bobby Bonilla. I would imagine that's all of his best players. I would hope, but we'll see. But Rube Waddell, this should be a good game.
Just for my Dave Boswell. Oh my God.
Well, yeah, Boswell.
Ooh, he's terrible.
Yeah, we got Hadley Lake versus Carpathian Wolves. Cardi at left field, Grissom in center, Dave Parker in right, Stodgel at first, Phil Garner at second. Will Cordero, I didn't even know who's in the league. He's at shortstop. Tommy Leach at third, and Mike Napoli at catcher. And Dave Boswell's on the mound, 7-7, 5.37 ERA. And for Hadley Lake, we got Darren Jackson in the leadoff spot. Now Bobby Bonds, Pete Rose, newly acquired. Rudy York playing at batting cleanup. I think he's leading the league in home runs. Palmero batting fifth. Jeff Heath, the World Series hero aforementioned in the last game. Ian Kinsler batting seventh. Jim Sundberg, and then Don Kessinger at shortstop. So here we go. Darren Jackson's got 77 at bats, hitting 260 with 2 home runs. And here's the pitch from Boswell. Darren Jackson hits a grounder to second, out number 1. Bobby Bonds is up to bat. Bonds floats a single into center field. One on, one out. Pete Rose making his first at bat for Hadley Lake.
And of course, he bet.
And Bobby Bonds goes, and he's safe. What did you say?
And of course, he bet on the game. I just don't know who he bet on.
Oh yeah. I'd
like to know.
Yeah. I had to check on Bobby Bonds. Oh, he steals the base. What happened there? Squirts past. Oh, that's an error on Boswell. Interesting. Thought he stole the base, but he found the pickoff. It was an error, and Bonds gets to third. There's Pete Rose. And grounds to second, and this could get the run. It does get the run home. That's the most interesting RBI he's ever had. The guy was on first when he came to bat. Had a stolen base, then an error on the pickoff, and then he just does a ground out to second base for the RBI. Okay, Rudy York comes to the plate, 35 home runs and 82 RBIs, only batting .217 though. Here's the pitch. Strikes him out. So that does it for the first inning, but the Hadley Lake scores a run. And for Hadley Lake in the field, they have Jeff Heath in left, Darren Jackson in center, Bobby Bonds in right, York at first, Kinsler at second, Kessinger at short, Pete Rose at third, Sundberg catching, and on the mound, the strikeout king, Rube Waddell, who is 14-7 with a 2.47 ERA, 265 strikeouts, and he still has 2 months to go in the season. So that's pretty amazing total. And here comes Tommy Leach. Be followed by Phil Garner, Will Cordero, Mike Napoli, Willie Stargell, Rico Cardi, Dave Parker, Marquise Grissom, and a DH tonight, Manny Sanguillen. And here's the pitch to Tommy Leach. And Leach pops it up the elevator shaft, and Sundberg's going back, and he can't get it. It drifts back out of play, and here's the pitch to Leach again. And Tommy Leach hits a fly ball to left field. That's going to be problems, and it's going to be gone. Tommy Leach leads off with a home run, ties it up to 1-1, 15th home run of the season. And Beatles should come on here and cheer on his team if he wants. I don't know if he wants to, but we'll see. Let's let him know. And here comes Garner. Garner's 242 with 3 homers. Garner grounds it to Kinsler. Kinsler throws to first, out number 1. And here's Will Cordero, very few at-bats this season to speak of. And Cordero floats a single into center field. So we have a lot of not many used guys here. I don't know if it's due to trades or injuries or whatnot, but some guys that have rarely used getting some hits. So here's Mike Napoli. He's batting .226 with a homer and 19 RBIs. Cordero checked on and he's safe. And Napoli strikes out number 2. And here's Willie Stargell, 205, 7 home runs, 22 RBIs. Pops strikes out. Ends the inning, and we have a 1-1 tie after 1. And here comes Boswell to pitch to Rafael Palmeiro. Palmeiro grounds a single to left center field, and it's his first hit of the game, obviously. And Jeff Heath comes up, 257, 14 home runs. And Palmeiro's off and running in the throw. He's safe. Palmeiro gets his 5th stolen base. And here's the pitch to Heath. Strikes him out. So we got 1 out, and Kinsler comes to bat with 217, 2 home runs. Kinsler with a soft hit into center field, and Palmeiro goes to third. We got 1 runners at the corners and 1 out. Jim Sundberg up. Sundberg grounds to Cordero for 1, over to Stargell for 2. They got the penny-ending double play. So Hadley Lake threatens but doesn't score, and here comes Rico Cardi to face Rube Waddell. Waddell, 2 strikeouts in the game so far. And there's a walk for Waddell. And Dave Parker comes up, 13 home runs to his name. Strikes out number 3. Marquise Grissom pops it up in the infield. Kinsler is there, makes the catch for out number 2. Here comes Manny Sanguillen, the DH, batting .267. And Waddell gets his 4th strikeout. That does it for the 2nd inning. Into the 3rd, we go Don Kessinger, Darren Jackson, and Bobby Bonds. Kessinger flies out to center field. Darren Jackson grounds out to Phil Garner at second. And Bobby Bonds strikes him out. Sorry, I'm just looking at the chat. I'll post the link here in case Beatles is too lazy to check out, scroll up all the conversation that's going on. Anybody else wants to join, please. We have Sean's here, and anybody else wants to join and shoot the breeze.
I'm barely here. I got nothing interesting to say.
Okay.
I'm trying.
Tommy Leach is up with hit a home run in the first inning.
Yeah.
And he's going to foul out of play here. And Leach strikes out, number 5 for Waddell. And here comes Phil Garner. Oh, Phil Garner. And he strikes out, number 6. And Will Cordero. What's going on here? Will Cordero's up. Will Cordero hits a fly ball to left field. That's going to be caught by Jeff Heath. And that does it for the top of the third. Go to the bottom of the third. And it's still 1-1. The pitch to Pete Rose. Rose grounds to Stodgel at first. It's out number 1. Rudy York 0 for 1. And Rudy York flies to left field. Rico Cardi's there for the out. 2 away, and Rafael Palmeiro with a single and a stolen base. And he pops it straight up. Mike Napoli should have enough room to make the catch, and he does for out number 3. Bottom of the 4th, we go. Mike Napoli leads off, followed by Stodgel and Cardi. Napoli hits a fly ball to left field. Heath is there, makes the kick. And here's Willie Stodgel. 7th strikeout for Waddell. And Rico Cardi's up. And he strikes out as well. 8th victim for Rue Waddell in this game. It's only the 4th inning. So here comes Boswell. To Jeff Heath. He strikes out. That's 4 strikeouts for Boswell. Bobby Bonilla is pinch hitting in the 4th inning. Wow.
That is an early pinch hit for sure. Yeah.
And he walks. Boswell loses him. And here comes Sundberg. Sundberg hits the grounds a single, and Bonilla is going to go to second. So a 1-out single for Sundberg, and here's Don Kessinger. Kessinger grounds the ball right through the infield. Bonilla is going to stay at third. Bases are loaded with 1 out now all of a sudden for Hadley Lake, and here's Darren Jackson. 0 for 2, and Darren Jackson pops one up foul. It looks like it's going to get in the stands, and it will. So here's the pitch. And Darren Jackson floats a single. It's going to score at least 1 run. Sundberg's going to be held at third, so it's 2-1 now. Hadley Lake on the base hit by Darren Jackson. Here's Bobby Bonds. Flies out to center field. It's pretty shallow. Let's see if they send him. Grissom. Oh, they do not send him. He throws to third to hold him. And Pete Rose is up 0 for 2 today. 2 outs. The bases are loaded. And Pete Rose whiffs. 5th strikeout. But Hadley Lake scores a run, and it's now 2-1 after 4.5. And here's Dave Parker. Parker hits a fly ball to center field. Darren Jackson's there to make the play. And here comes Grissom. Grissom with a base hit up the center, up the middle into center field. So he's on the base with one out here, and Manny Sanguien's up. See if Grissom gets the green light here. And he does. He's going. And he's caught stealing. Jim Sundberg throws him out. Sanguien fouls it off. And he pops it straight up. Jim Sundberg's waiting for it and makes the play about number 3. After 5, 2-1. Boswell with a 6th strikeout. And Palmeiro flies out to right field. Parker there to catch it. And Jeff Heath is up 0 for 2, and Heath flies out to center field. Grissom is there, and that does it for the top of the 6th. Then we go to the bottom of the 6th. Tommy Leach is up, followed by Garner and Cordero. And Tommy Leach is his 9th strikeout victim for Waddell. And Waddell's at 10 strikeouts in the 5 2/3 innings. Pretty good. And it's Cordero. Cordero flies out to Darren Jackson. That does it for the 6th inning. 2-1, Hadley Lake. Delino to Shields. Browns to Cordero. Poor play, and Shields is going to make it with an infield single. And here comes Jim Sundberg. Just the Shields is running safe. Stolen base, 8th stolen base of the year. Here comes Sundberg again. Sundberg gets a fly ball. Grissom's back, makes the catch. Let's see if the Shields tags. He does not. So 1 out, and Kessinger's up. And there's a poor pitch. It's a wild pitch, and the Shields takes third. And Kessinger strikes out. So 7 strikeouts of Oswell. He's doing pretty well in the strikeout department. And he's strikeout number 8. So we got 18 strikeouts between the 2 pitchers after 6 innings. Well, after 6.5. Mike Napoli. Tommy Davis is going to play left field. Mike Napoli's up at bat. And he's hit. He hits him. And hit him in the leg. And there's no shenanigans or anything after that. So here's Stargell. Stargell hits a fly ball to right field. Bonds has it for out number 1. And that brings up Rico Cardi. Rico Cardi flies out to center field. That's out number 2. And Dave Parker, Cobra, rounds to the Shields at second and does it out number 3. So we go to the 8th, 2-1. Bobby Bonds at the bat. It grounds to Leach, throws to first for out number 1.
Honestly, these bad teams are just terrible. Like, seriously, guys, come on. Let's get your teams up with the big boys. I need more competition.
Hadley Lake 66 and 45.
Lake. Yeah, we need more competition, though. It's just sad.
And Rose goes. He's caught stealing.
Ooh.
2 outs. Rudy York's 0 for 3. And Rudy York grounds a single. And here comes Palmero. And York takes off. And there's a bad throw in the center field. Stolen base and an error. So York ends up at third base. And here's Palmero at bat. Hadley Lake trying to get some insurance here.
Come on, Raffy.
And he lines it to Garner for out number 3. And that's head to the bottom of the 8th. Grissom, Sanguin, and Leach due up. Here's the pitch. And Grissom with another base hit. So it's the second hit of the game on first base. Let's see if they send him again.
He'll be going for sure. Yeah.
Oh, they check on him. He's safe. Oh, he stays. And Sanguin hits a base hit. Oh, boy. And Grissom's going to go to third on the base hit to left field. Don Kessinger had a poor play. And they got Carpathian Wolves have something going here with nobody out, first and third. And his Tommy Leach was 1 for 3 with a home run. Infield is in, and the foul ball. They try to do a squeeze bunt, I think, maybe. Here's the 0-2 pitch to Leach. And they walk him. Bases are loaded, nobody out. So things have been very interesting here. Rube Waddell with his second walk. Could go with 10 strikeouts. Phil Garner gets to the plate. He's 0 for 3. Here's the pitch. Oh, it's a small ground ball to the shortstop. Kessinger's going to play it at home. And they make the play at home. That's it. So they get the force out. So no runs score. It's still bases loaded, 1 out this time. And the infield can play back now and double play depth. And here's Will Cordero, who's 1 for 3. But they are bringing the infield in again. Cordero grounds a third down to third. Foul ball. Oh, wow. I went by him. Just to the left of the bag. And here's the pitch to Cordero. And he strikes him out for his 11th strikeout of the day. And this would be a good time for his 12th right here. Mike Napoli. Napoli grounds to third. Pete Rose has it. Throws to first. It's going to be close. Oh, Mike Napoli's thrown out. And that does it for the bottom of the 8th. And they cannot score. Bases loaded. Nobody out. Carpathian lays an egg.
Yeah, like I said, bad teams. They always find a way to lose. These teams got to get better, man.
Here comes Tom Davis to face Boswell, who's still in the game.
Seriously.
Tommy Davis with a base hit. First at bat of the game. Delino to Shields, 1 for 1. Single in the infield the first time up. And the Shields flies to right, and Parker has it for the out, and Davis has to retreat to first. There's 1 out in the top of the 9th. Jim Sundberg is up, and Davis is going, and the throw to second, safe. Tommy Davis steals the base. That's critical as the runner's in scoring position. Jim Sundberg grounds it to short, throws to Stodgel for first, and Tommy Davis sneaks over to third once the throw was made. So it's first runner at third and 2 outs, and Don Kessinger's up 1 for 3 today. And Kessinger drives in the insurance run with a base hit.
And that's what good teams do.
Yep,
good
3-1.
Big hits.
Darren Jackson has a RBI single, and he flies out to left. Grissom's there, has the catch. So now Carpathian's down to their last 3 outs. They have 2 runs to get to tie it up. You have a pitcher who's got 11 strikeouts on the game so far, and Willie Stodgel's up, who's 0 for 3. And they walk some. So what else starting to get a little wild here? Rico Cardi comes up. Little Pop, he's got 6 home runs this season. There's the pitch. And he walks. Wow, Rico Cardi walks. So now we got the tying run at first base. Dave Parker up 0 for 3 today. Not timely hitting today. Let's see if Fathan can turn it around. And I got 3 walks in a row.
Wow.
Just when you think Rube Waddell is going to just dial it in, but who knows? You know what? I wouldn't be surprised if he strikes out the side right now. Here's the pitch to Marquise Grissom. Oh, he lines out to Kessinger. Oh, and everybody gets back in time. Thank God for Carpathian. It's one out now. Bases are still there. This is the second inning in a row they've had the bases loaded with nobody out.
They should pinch hit for Sanguillen. I mean, they got to have something better than that on the bench. But
and Sanguillen flies out to left. The run doesn't matter if he scores. But see if Stodgel comes home. He does. So it's 3-2 now. But Rico Cardi is the important runner at second base. And here comes Tommy Leach, hit the home run in the first inning. See what Rube Waddell can pick out here. Here's the pitch. And Tommy Leach, foul ball.
Yeah,
let's see if Kessinger can get to it. Oh, he bobbles it. It makes the play. He makes the play in foul territory and reaching into the stands. Came up with the ball, snow coated on the glove to end the game. 3-2. Hadley Lake holds on with 2 bases loaded situations in the last 2 innings, and they only get 1 run out of it. Carpathian Wolves could have had that game. They leave 8 runners on, and they leave 8 runners on base, and they lose the game 3-2 to Hadley Lake. What a game!
Never seen a game end like that on that play.
I know, that's interesting. Usually, that's pretty cool. So Rube Waddell gets the win, 15-7. Boswell, a tough loss. I mean, he pitched pretty decent. Still gave up 10 hits, but falls to 7-8. And again, Tommy Leach with the only home run of the game. 2 for 4 for Kessinger with the go-ahead RBI. And that's about it for this game. MVP is Rube Waddell with 11 strikeouts. So, all right, what do we got here left? Geez, we might play the whole day. Amazing Edmonton, Manchester, Cleveland, Dallas, San Francisco. I think those are the only games left. The other ones are just double headers. Manchester, Cleveland, I guess, is no MV here though, right? Is MV on holiday in London or something like that? Is that
yeah, lucky guy. Yeah.
Oh, we'll play his game. Another game at Forbes Field. Manchester versus who is this? I forget. Let's see.
Cleveland.
Oh, we got Sotheron. Was this the double header? Wait, this might be the second double header. Hold on. I think I picked the wrong game. That was the second game of the doubleheader.
Oh, okay. Well, it don't matter. We don't want to see Surathon or whatever his name is ever.
Oh wait, I already played Manchester Cleveland. That was the first game I played. Manchester was the Ashby and Altrock, so we don't need to do that one. So unfortunately, we have Amazing versus Edmonton, or it's Dallas and San Francisco.
That bag is Tampa Bay there. That's
no, we already played the game.
You did that one? Oh, okay. I just want more good baseball.
We'll do Amazing Edmonton. Yeah, no, we'll play the last 2 games of the day. Why not? Then we'll sim the rest of the games for that day.
Yeah.
All right, so we got Amazing, the Six-Tailed Kitsunes Whoops. Computer lineup there. Ooh, Larry Christensen versus Roy Oswalt. This is the first time I've seen Oswalt pitch, I think. And Christensen, probably, for that matter. So let's see what we got here. Oh, I don't have this field in the, I got to do the puck layout. Sorry about that, guys. Let me just reset the labels real quick.
Now, about the matchup, I don't know what's going on with the Kitsunes this year. I mean, they were in contention last year, and then now they're just, I mean, the pitching's been a little rough, but yeah, everything's just kind of gone wrong for them. So,
yeah, they have. I mean, well, like I said, if you're just going to draft Philadelphia teams all the time, you might end up having issues at some point. No, I mean, it's just like, when you limit yourself to just that kind of a draft. I mean, you gotta go with the best players, I think. I mean, but people like to pick their own team rather than the players. So is third base. All right. I think we're good here. Oh, not the pitcher. Here's the pitcher. We want a pitcher, not a belly itcher. All right. Welcome to Shea Stadium, circa 1969. And we have the amazing Kitsunes versus the Edmonton Express. And Kitsunes at 49 and 58, Express at 44 and 65. Not exactly in contention for the playoffs, either of them. And we have Carlos Lee in left for Edmonton, Ray Langford, Hunter Pence in the outfield, and Lance Berkman at first, Dwayne Kuiper at second, Miguel Tejada at short, Buddy Bell at third, and Jerry Grote at catcher. And on the mound is Roy Oswalt, who's batting who's 4-13 with a 4.52 ERA. Buckshot's asking me when I broadcast Chico's game so we could watch it. I'm like, dude, this is like my 9th game of the day. I have no idea. Sorry, I got like 3 different broadcasts. Good luck. I honestly don't know what game it was. It might have been the first broadcast I did, or the second one. Well, actually, I did 4 because the first one was a waste of time. So I could actually be done with this day by now if I didn't screw up that first game.
Watch them all to support the channel, right?
Yes. Give me some likes and views for whatever that matters.
And subscribe, folks.
Yeah. Smash that like button.
Hey, David's back.
Oh.
Hey, all right, we got Jimmy Rollins, Gary Maddox, Roger Bresnahan. Oh, I haven't heard Roger Bresnahan at all this year. That's amazing. He was pretty somebody had him, and I forget who had him. Did Chico's have him in the first season? Oh no, what's his name? I think he came over from Liverpool. Greg Luzinski, Darren Dalton, Ryan Howard, Chase Utley, Mike Schmidt, and Ricky Jordan round out the order. And here we go. Roy Oswalt to pitch to Jimmy Rollins, who was on the All-Star team. And Rollins flies out to left field, 1 out. And here is Gary Maddox. And Maddox floats a single into right center field. Oh, Langford bobbles it, and Maddox is going to go to second on the error. So a single and an error. And this game's getting off to a very clean start. And here comes Roger Bresnahan, who's 329 average and limited at-bats. Pitch. Bresnahan grounds to Buddy Bell, throws over to Lance Berkman for out number 2. Maddox stays at second. And the pitch to Greg Luzinski. And he walks him. And Darren Dalton comes up, 170 average, 8 home runs. And Dalton hits a very slow roller. Lance Berkman charges it and brings it to first and gets the out to retire the side. After half inning, we have 0 runs, and the Express are coming up to bat. So for the Express, we have Ray Langford, Dwayne Kuiper, Carlos Lee, Lance Berkman. DH is Art Shamsky, Hunter Pence, Miguel Tejada, Buddy Bell, and Jerry Grote. And for amazing Kitsunes, we have Luzinski in left, Gary Maddox at center, Bresnahan in right, Howard at first, Utley at second, Rollins at short, Mike Schmidt at third. As you can see, they're almost all Philadelphia team players. Darren Dalton's catching, and Larry Christensen, yes sir, another Philadelphia Philly, is on the mound. He is 7-11 with a 5.92 ERA. Pitch to Langford. Strikes him out. It is Dwayne Kuiper. Kuiper flies out to left field. Luzinski makes the catch, out number 2. Carlos Lee, 12 home runs, 46 RBIs, strikes out, and that's the end of the first inning. And we got Ryan Howard's up, 13 home runs this season. He strikes out. Chase Utley's up, 205, very disappointing average here, 14 home runs. And Utley rounds a single. It's like, screw you, Silva. Mike Schmidt's up, 190 average at 18 home runs. Not very good hitting. And he walks him. And his Ricky Jordan, 225 average. And there's a base hit. And that's going to score a run. Mike Schmidt's going to go to third. So first and third, and Amazing takes the lead, 1-0. Jimmy Rollins is up. And Rollins grounds to first, over to Tejada for 1, and they can't get to 2, and the run's going to score. So it's a 3-6 force out, and the run scores an RBI for Rollins. And here's Gary Maddox. And a check on Rollins, he's safe. And Maddox, it's a shot to right field, and Pence has to chase it down, and he does. It's 2-0, Amazing, after 1.5. Lance Berkman strikes out. Larry Christensen, 3 strikeouts. Here's Art Shamsky, 19 home runs this season. And pops it up, and Darren Dalton makes the catch in foul territory. Out number 2, and here's Hunter Pence. Pence shoots it over to Schmidt. Schmidt throws to Howard for out number 3, and that's it for the second inning. 2-0, Amazing. And here it comes, Roger Bresnahan. And Bresnahan, it's a fly ball to left field. Lee is there for out number 1. And Greg Luzinski comes up. Luzinski with a shot to Tejada, throws over to first for out number 2. And Darren Dalton flies out to right field for out number 3. So bottom of the third, we're going to still 2-0, Amazing. And here's the pitch from Christensen to Tejada. And that's going to be out of play. And grounds to Utley. Christensen's actually, I don't understand that play. Christensen's covering first. Why wouldn't Howard just cover first? You don't really usually see a second baseman throw into the pitcher at first base, do you? But it seems to be a commonplace in this game. And here comes Larry Christensen's pitch to Buddy Bell. Buddy Bell pops it up in the infield, and Jimmy Rollins is there to make the catch, out number 2. And Jerry Grote comes to the plate. Hits him. Jerry Grote's hit by the pitch in the midsection. So Christensen pitches to Langford now and strikes him out for the 4th strikeout. So Christensen's pitching very well through 3. It's 2-0, Amazing. And here's the pitch to Ryan Howard from Oswalt. Howard flies out to right field, out number 1. Chase Utley, 1 for 1. He's now 1 for 2 with a strikeout. And here's Mike Schmidt. Schmidt grounds it to Bell, who bobbles it, and Schmidt on first base with an error. 20th error of the season for Buddy Bell.
And what do we call that?
Schmidt happens.
Schmidt happens.
And here comes Ricky Jordan. Ricky Jordan grounds it off the pitcher, and Tejada grabs it and tags second base for out number 3. Through 3.5, it's still 2-0, Amazing. And here's Kuiper. Kuiper grounds to Christensen, throws to first, and it's an error on Kuiper. Oh, I'm sorry, on Christensen. His 4th error of the season, and Kuiper stays at first base. And there's the first runner for Edmonton Express, and Carlos Lee flies to center field, and Gary Maddox makes a great play in the center field for the out. That's the first out of this inning. And Christensen, Utley, Howard double play, 1-4-3, ends the inning. And don't look now, folks. I'm not going to say it yet, but here come Amazing at the top of the 5th. Jimmy Rollins grounds out to Tejada, throws to first, out number 1. Gary Maddox grounds to Oswalt, throws to Berkman for out number 2. Oh, there's an injury. Gary Maddox out of the game. Maddox is injured. No other information. Could be an LBI. Here's the pitch to Bresnahan. Grounds to Oswalt, to Berkman. He's out. 3 outs. And the Edmonton Express come up in the bottom of the 5th. It's Art Shamsky, Hunter Pence, and Miguel Tejada due up. Christensen winds and fires, and Shamsky grounds the first hit for Edmonton through the right side. And Christensen gives up his first hit in the 5th inning. And here comes Hunter Pence, 0 for 1. And Pence gets on board with a single as well. So now we got first and second with nobody out. And now all of a sudden there's some trouble in Amazing Land. Miguel Tejada gets up to bat, and Tejada hits a fly ball deep to right field. Bresnahan running back makes the catch. Shamsky's going to have to stay at second. And there's one out, first and second. Here comes Buddy Bell. Had an error a few innings ago. He hits a shot to center field. Rick Monday's in the defensive purposes, and Shamsky tags and goes to third on the catch by Rick Monday. And here comes Jerry Grote with the first and third, 2 outs. And Grote hits a fly ball. This is going deep, far, and off the scoreboard in right center field. Jerry Grote with his 4th home run takes the lead
almost hit
for
the
the Edmonton
fucking
Express. He says, if Frank Snyder can do it, so can I. And he hits a home run. Well, this is his 4th. He's hit one before. So here we go. 3-2. Edmonton Express just jump out to the lead now. Larry Christensen had a no-hitter going into this inning, and all of a sudden he's losing the game 3-2. And here's Ray Langford. And he loses him and walks him. So it's first walk for Christensen. Here comes Kuiper. Kuiper hits it over to Monday. Monday makes the catch, ends the inning. We got to go to the 6th inning. It's 3-2 Express, Edmonton Express with the lead. Here's Greg Luzinski. Fly ball, left field, and it's caught by Carlos Lee. Out number 1 is Darren Dalton. Dalton with a weak pop-up to second base. Kuiper just has to range into the infield and makes the catch. And we got Ryan Howard. And a base hit into center field. And here comes Chase Utley. Chase Utley grounds to Kuiper. Kuiper to second for the force out. And that does it for the top of the 6th. And we go to the bottom of the 6th. And here's Carlos Lee, Berkman, and Shamsky due up. And Lee walks. Carlos and his Berkman's 0 for 2. And there's 2 walks. So here we go with the wildness. Art Shamsky with a hit. And he's 1 for 2. Oh, back to Christensen. Over to Utley for 1. Another 1-4-3 double play in the game. So the runner moves to third, 2 outs, and Hunter Pence is up. And Hunter Pence flies out to right. So we go to the top of the 7th now, 3-2 Edmonton Express still. Mike Schmidt happens. Is up. Jim Kern is coming in to pitch for Edmonton. It's nice to see somebody make substitutions here. There's a strikeout for Schmidt, and Ricky Jordan's up. Jim Kern strikes him out. And here's Jimmy Rollins. And he grounds to third. Buddy Bell to first. And a 1-2-3 inning for Jim Kern. And that's what they needed. And we go to the music that we're not going to listen to. And Miguel Tejada is up. And Ryan Howard bobbles the ball for an error. And Miguel Tejada is on first base. Nobody out. And here's Buddy Bell. Bunts it. Dalton throws to Utley for out number 1. Sacrifice bunt for Buddy Bell. Tejada's in scoring position. Jerry Grote hit the home run the last time. Rick Monday grabs the ball with a great play in center field. 2 outs. And Ray Langford's up 0 for 2. And Langford just pops it up in the infield. Utley's there, makes the catch to retire the side. At the 7th, 3-2 Edmonton Express. And the pitch to Rick Monday strikes him out. Jim Kern's 3rd strikeout. Roger Bresnahan seen with the old catcher's equipment. And here comes Jim Kern for the pitch. And Bresnahan grounds out to Kuiper. And here's Greg Luzinski. Strikes him out. Jim Kern with his 4th strikeout of the game. And here comes the bottom of the 8th. And Philadelphia. Amazing's got a pitch to Dwayne Kuiper. 0 for 3. And Kuiper flies out to Rick Monday, makes the catch. And here comes Carlos Lee. 0 for 2. Carlos Lee, fly ball, left field. Luzinski's there, makes the catch. 2 outs. And here's Lance Berkman. 0 for 2. And Berkman with a long fly ball deep to right field. That one's off the scoreboard for home run number 13. Lance Berkman makes it 4-2. The Edmonton Express take the lead. There you go. That's Harry Carey making an appearance in Shea Stadium.
He hit the kitsune with that one.
And here comes Art Shamsky. Hey, strikes him out. Christensen, 5th strikeout. But the damage is done, and the run comes in. We go to the top of the ninth, last chance for the Amazing Kitsunes. Jim Kern facing Darren Dalton. And Jose Valverde's coming in to close out the game. And Dalton grounds out to Lance Berkman at first, a 1 out. Ryan Howard's 1 for 3. See if he can do something here. Nothing but strikeout. So Valverde's on the verge of locking this one down for the Edmonton Express with Chase Utley up, who's 1 for 3. Utley grounds it weakly to Tejada, and the throw to the first, he's safe. Chase Utley beats it out, keeps the team alive. The Amazing Kitsunes down to Mike Schmidt happens. 0 for 2. Let's see what happens. See if Schmidt happens or not. Oh, I thought he was picked off. Utley's back safely. Here's the pitch to Schmidt. Strike 3. That's the game. Edmonton Express defeat the Amazing Kitsunes 4-2. Some couple of home runs in this game. Berkman with a home run. Jerry Grote with a 3-run home run. Really, that just turned the tide for the game. Christensen had an admirable effort, but gets the loss. He's 7-12. Roy Oswalt gets his 5th win. He's 5-13 now. Valverde gets his 17th save. I believe that's tops in the league, if I'm not mistaken. I'll have to check that out. No, he's not. That's 18 is the highest. So Valverde is now 3rd in the league behind Hoffman and Lyle for saves. And we have one more game to play out. Dallas and San Francisco. This one's going to be a barn burner. Dallas had started the season very, very good, but they've, fallen back on hard times, and they're now 51-54, 14 games out. So the race for the bottom includes the D-Gens, the Long Island Legends, St. Pete Sharks, and the Florence Firebirds. So here we go with Dallas and San Francisco at Olympic Stadium. And who are going to be the starting pitchers? Cy Young. This is going to be a good one. So Cy Young's going to be the starter for Dallas. And Jack Taylor. Ooh, yay. Jack Taylor's pitching. So let me just do the computer lineup for Dallas. Get this going. This will be the last game of the night. At least the last played game, and we'll just come out like a day or so. And we have the Dallas Diamonds 51-54 versus the San Francisco Safe Crackers 48-56 at Olympic Stadium here. And for San Francisco, we have Hideki Matsui in left field, Tris Speaker in center, Andre Dawson in right, Kevin Youkilis at first, Robinson Cano at second, Derek Jeter at short, Alex Rodriguez at third, and Jorge Posada at catcher. And forgive me if I'm wrong, but this team should probably be a lot better based on what I'm seeing in the lineup. I mean, they have some pretty good plays on this lineup. I don't know, but Jack Taylor's pitching. He's 9-11, 3.55 ERA. And so for the Dallas Diamonds, Bobby Tolan leads off. David Justice is designated hitter tonight. Tony Perez, Fred McGriff, Leon Wagner, Mark DeRosa, Buck Freeman of Black Sox fame, and I believe Buck Weaver. I'm sorry, that's Buck Weaver. I got my Bucks mixed up. Ryan Terrio and Bob Stinson. And Bobby Tolan digs in 283, 4 home runs, 38 RBIs against Jack Taylor. Here's the pitch. And Bobby Tolan with a base hit to lead off the game. And David Justice comes up. 22 home runs, 57 RBIs, and a check on Tolan. He's safe. And Tolan's off, and there's a foul ball. Youkilis can't get to it, so Tolan has to get back to first, and is now 1 strike. And Justice grounds to Jeter for 1, Cano, and over to Youkilis for 2. Double play, 2 outs now. And Tony Perez, all-star, Tony Perez, 23 home runs and 57 RBIs. Tony Perez with a double into center field. So he's on second in scoring position with 2 outs, and here's Fred McGriff. 12 homers, 44 RBIs. McGriff hits a fly ball to right field. Dawson is there, though, and makes the catch to retire the side. 2 hits for Dallas, but nothing to show for it, and it's nothing. And we have San Francisco coming to bat against Cy Young. Cy Young is 9-15 with a 3.77 ERA, and behind him we have Leon Wagner in left, Tolan in center, Freeman in right, Fred McGriff at first, Mark DeRosa at second, Ryan Terrio at short, Tony Perez at third. Behind the plate, Bob Stinson, and on the mound, as we just mentioned, is Cy Young. And then at bat for San Francisco, we have Derek Jeter, Kevin Youkilis, Tris Speaker, Alex Rodriguez, Big Mo Vaughn is the DH, Jorge Posada, Hideki Matsui, Andre Dawson, and Robinson Cano. Again, this lineup is pretty good on paper. At least I might be biased because they're all mostly players from my era. So, but here comes the pitch from Cy Young to Derek Jeter. And Derek Jeter grounds a single up the middle for a base hit. And we're in business here. And Kevin Youkilis comes to the plate. 267 this year, 8 home runs and 26 RBIs. He kind of fell out of visibility now since he's been traded from Manchester. There's the pitch. And Youkilis hits a fly ball to right field. Freeman's there, makes the catch. And that brings up Tris Speaker. Tris Speaker's 256, 6 home runs and 50 RBIs. Speaker hits a fly ball high and deep, but Tolan's there to make the catch. 2 outs. And here comes A-Rod, 265, 22 home runs and 60 RBIs. And Jeter's going, and he gets a stolen base, number 11. So A-Rod now has a runner in scoring position to try to knock in. Here's the pitch. A-Rod hits a single, and Jeter's running on the pitch. He should score, and he will, and it's 1-0 San Francisco on an RBI single by A-Rod. And here comes Mo Vaughn, 233, 14 home runs, 61 RBIs. And Mo Vaughn strikes out to end the inning. So here's the pitch from Jack Taylor to Leon Wagner. He strikes him out. Mark DeRosa, 254, 10 home runs, 48 RBIs. The pitch. DeRosa with a shot to the gap. That's going to be extra bases. It's got a 17th double of the season. And that brings up Buck Freeman. Pitch. Grounds it to first base. Youkilis' only play at first is to take it himself, and DeRosa makes it to third, but 2 outs though. And Terrio's up with 257 with 6 homers and 37 RBIs. And pitch, Terrio flies out to right field. Andre Dawson makes the catch. We go to the bottom of the second, 1-0 San Francisco. Cy Young pitches to Jorge Posada. And Jorge Posada flies out. I think Stinson's going after it, and he can't get it. And pitch to Posada again. Strikes him out this time. Matsui's only batting 194 with 6 home runs this season. And he hits a fly ball to Tolan out in center field, and he makes the play. Andre Dawson comes to the plate, 221 with 12 home runs. And Dawson grounds to second. DeRosa throws to first, McGriff, and makes the play for out number 3. That does it through 2, 1-0 San Francisco. And Stinson hits a fly ball to right field. That's going to be trouble. That's going to be off the wall, and Stinson's going to coast into second with a double, his 9th of the season. So Dallas is in business. There's Tolan, 1-for-1 today. Yeah, it's a short bunt, and Tolan, he's out at first and gets Stinson to go over to third base. So he bunted over to third, brought the third baseman in, and opened it up for Stinson to move over. And here comes David Justice with a runner at third and 1 out. Pitch. And Justice hits a single that's going to score the run to tie up the game. So Justice with an RBI single, and here comes Tony Perez, 1-for-1. Perez with a fly ball to right field. Dawson has it. Out number 2. Fred McGriff. Here's the pitch. And he flies out to, it's a foul ball. Pitch again. McGriff grounds to Cano. Web gem over to Youkilis. That does it for the inning. Cano's great play number 21 of the season. And we got a tie game now, one apiece going into the bottom of the third. And it's Cano leading off against Cy Young. Cano grounds to McGriff, out number 1. Derek Jeter is facing Cy Young, and he strikes him out. He's now 1-for-2. And Youkilis is 0-for-1 so far. And he strikes out. 4th strikeout for Cy Young. So after 3, it's 1-1. We go to the 4th, and Leon Wagner leads off. Wagner dribbles it to Jeter, and he beats it out at first for an infield single. And now it brings up Mark DeRosa, 1-for-1. DeRosa hits it off to Taylor, over to second for 1, but they can't get it. The double play, and DeRosa's safe at first with 1 out. Here comes Buck Freeman. Buck Freeman, fly ball to left field. Matsui has it in the corner for 2 outs, and Ryan Terrio grounds to third. Rodriguez to second for 1. That's all they need. It's now 3 outs, and we go to the bottom of the 4th. Still 1-1. Chris Speaker up. Ground to first. Out number 1. And here comes A-Rod. 1 for 1. Oh, he's hit. A-Rod plunked. He looks upset. The cooler heads prevail, according to the play-by-play. Mo Vaughn is up 0 for 1. And he strikes out for the second time. And here comes Jorge Posada. Posada hits a long fly ball deep to right center field, off the wall. Buck Freeman has the ball, and A-Rod's going to score from first. A double for Posada with an RBI. It's 2-1 San Francisco. Here comes Matsui. He grounds a single. Posada's going to be at round third. He's going to come home in the throw safe with an error, and Matsui gets to first base. Poor play and an error on the play. I don't know. I think on the third base, on the right fielder. But we'll have to check that later. And it's now 3-1 San Francisco with a single by Matsui. And here's Andre Dawson with a long drive. That one's deep. That one's far. That one is gone. Home run 13 for the season for Dawson.
Goodbye, Mr. Spalding.
Yeah, San Francisco, the Hawk. It's his 13th home run.
There you go.
4 runs this inning and 5-1 lead. Here's Robinson Cano, and Cy Young has an error now. The second error of the season. Things are just falling apart here for Dallas. 2 errors in the inning, and here comes Derek Jeter. Jeter grounds a single, so the hits keep coming. 2 outs. This is all with 2 outs. Kevin Youkilis 0 for 2. Let's see if he can join the hit parade. And he hits a fly ball in deep center field, but Tolan has that to end the inning. We go to the top of the 5th, and it's now 5-1 San Francisco. And here comes Bob Stinson. And he pops it up to Cano. That's going to be out number 1. And here comes Bobby Tolan. Tolan with a shot to the gap. That's going to be extra bases, and 2 for Tolan. Double is its 18th of the season. Here comes David Justice. And Justice hits a long fly ball to right field. Dawson up against the wall. It makes the catch. Tolan has to retreat to second. 2 outs now. And Tony Perez at the plate. Perez hits a fly ball. Same place as last time, but Dawson makes the catch again. And that does it.
They're making Andre work.
Yeah, and here comes Chris Speaker. Rounds it to Terrio. Terrio throws to first. Out number 1. And A-Rod, 1 for 1 with an RBI is the pitch. And A-Rod with another single. So he's 2 for 2
really
now.
Likes to mingle.
And Mo Vaughn 0 for 2 with 2 strikeouts. And there's a stolen base by A-Rod now. Let's see if Mo Vaughn can avoid strikeout number 3. And he cannot. He strikes out for the 3rd time.
Big Mo.
Here comes Jorge Posada. Posada with another shot down the left field line this time. That's going to be extra bases. And it's going to score Rodriguez. And here comes the throw. And he's in the second standing with a double. And here comes Hideki Matsui. Grounds to Terrio. Throws to first. Out number 3. So they get another run. It's 6-1 now. Safecrackers over Dallas.
And Mike, before you get to this at bat, this is brought to you by McDonald's and McGriff. If you want to be a Dallas Diamond, you do not dare eat a McRib.
That was awesome.
I'm letting Sean do some advertising since we are in Canada in this game. So, you see the Tim Hortons advertisement in center field. It's never had Tim Hortons myself, but all right.
They're big in Canada and they're big in Michigan, and I've had it plenty of times. Tim Hortons is good stuff.
I know you would like it. Do they have donuts there?
They got really good donuts.
They have vanilla cream donuts there.
It's better than Dunkin'.
Oh, okay. Well, here we go. Fred McGriff. They got bear claws.
Oh yeah.
You have Fred McGriff facing Jack Taylor. Here's the pitch. Fred McGriff flies out to center field. Speaker's there, makes the catch. And it's 1 away. And here's Leon Wagner, 1 for 2. Wagner with his second hit of the game. Trying to start something for Dallas here. We're going to be starting something. Got to be starting something. Going to be starting something. We have to be starting something. It's hard to get over. Too tough to get under. Stuck in the middle. All right, here's Mark DeRosa. I could do like what's his name? William Shatner singing all those songs, like spoken word songs. And Hideki Matsui cannot make the play, and Mark DeRosa gets a double out of it. Matsui must have lost it in his feet or something, because DeRosa, it seemed to go right to him, but DeRosa ends up with a double, his second of the game, and second and third here. Let's see if Dallas can get something going with one out here. His Buck Freeman 0 for 2. And he flies out, and it's going to be in the stands for foul ball, and drew this over again. Here's the pitch. And he base hit, so Buck Freeman singles, and DeRosa is going to have to be held at third, but they do get a run back, so it's 6-2 now, and they're still threatening. And here comes Ryan Terrio, 0 for 2. And he grounds to Cano. That's going to be Dieter for 1, and that's an inning-killing double play. So that's so much for that. They get 1 run. They have 10 hits in the game, but they only have 2 runs to show for it. And at the bottom of the 6th now, it's 6-2, San Francisco. And here's Andre Dawson, who went yard earlier, but he only goes to Cy Young this time, foul number 1. And here's Robinson Cano. Fly ball, right field. Buck Freeman makes the catch. Wow. In foul territory in right field. 2 out. Here's Derek Jeter. 2 for 3 today. Foul tip. Ball 4 for Derek Jeter. Walks over to first. Euclid's over 3. And there's a strike 1 call. That's weird. We're not doing pitch by pitch. But he strikes out now. 7th strikeout of the game for Jack Taylor. Surprised he still pitched. Well, that's for San Francisco, but Stinson's up 1 for 2 today. And he hits a shot to right field. That's going to be extra bases. It's bouncing around in the corner. Andre Dawson has to come with it. Throw to second's close, but he's safe for the double. The second double today for Stinson. Wow.
Who does he think he is? Bob Allison? My goodness. I
know, really. Here's another Bob Tolan. Tolan with the line drive to Cano. Oh, and Stinson is caught napping, and they get him doubled off. Yeah, that's what happens with bad teams.
Yeah, that catcher getting too far off second base, man.
That piece of shit. Yeah. David Justice is up. And David Justice deep and gone. Home run to center field.
And home run.
Quickly circles the bases as if he, just like he's done this before. 383 feet, 23rd of the season. It's now 6-3, so it's inching closer and closer. And here's Tony Perez, who also has the power, but he does not put it out this time and grounds to Derek Jeter at shortstop instead. So that does it. And we go to the 7th inning stretch. So everything stretched, done good. Tris Speaker's up.
You don't sing that song in San Francisco.
No. You don't play 7th inning. You don't play Take Me Out to the Ball Game in a draft league.
If you're going to San Francisco.
All right. Thank you for that musical interlude.
The baritone of WWG.
I do like the Take Me Out to the Ball Game he did before one time. You know what we're missing is Slash Gaiman doing his player introductions. He had the reverb machine going on and everything.
Oh my. Yeah, that's right.
And here's Alex Rodriguez, 2 for 2.
Also, we're missing Aaron singing the 7th inning stretch. What the heck?
Yeah, I know. I don't know that. No, I don't know what you speak. I don't know what you speak, and I don't want to know.
Okay.
Alex Rodriguez is walked to first base. His move on. 0 for 3 with 3 strikeouts. Oh, and he walks this time.
Take your base.
I thought he was going to get the golden sombrero there. But he walks, the third walk for Cy Young. And now we got first and second, 1 out. And his Ohe, 2 for 3. Grounds to DeRosa, throws to Terrio for 1, to McGriff for double play. And they get out of the inning, and it's 6-3. Let's see if Dallas can inch closer to San Francisco safecrackers with Fred McGriff, Leon Wagner, and Mark DeRosa due up this inning. And here comes the pitch from Jack Taylor. McGriff hits a fly ball right to Dawson for out number 1, and his Leon Wagner 2 for 3. And another base hit for Leon Wagner. He's 3 for 4 this game. Brings up Mark DeRosa, who's 2 for 3 as well. So this has been the part of the order that's been cashing in on hits. And here's DeRosa. DeRosa hits a ground ball quickly to Rodriguez for a double play to Euclid. Ends the inning, so that's a killer double play. And Cy Young comes back out again for another inning against Matsui. Matsui flies out to center field. Andre Dawson is a home run this game. And he hits a fly ball deep, but Tolan's there for this one. And Robinson Cano coming up 0 for 3, and he floats a single for his first hit of the game. And Derek Jeter's 2 for 3 again. Here's the pitch. And fly ball, Tolan's there, make the play. We go to the top of the ninth. The last chance for Dallas. We got Freeman, Terrio, and Stinson. Not exactly the
And the top of the ninth is brought to you by Tim Hortons. Tim Hortons, the finest coffee in all of Michigan, and a bear claw served to you by an actual bear. Back to you, Mike.
Thank you very much for that. I do miss Buckshot's ads. Those are pretty good.
Oh, I forgot what.
I don't really know what they were, but they were pretty interesting. All right. Anyway, here we go. Back to the game. Top of the ninth, 6-3 lead for San Francisco. Buck Freeman's up the plate. Here's the pitch for Jack Taylor. Base hit for Buck Freeman. We got the first runner on base, which is important. And here's Ryan Terrio, 0 for 3, light hitting. And the pitch from Jack Taylor to Terrio. Terrio, it's a double play ball to Jeter. Cano to Euclid. Double play. And it's 2 outs now. So much. Oh, and Robinson Cano's injured. Stays in the game, so he's okay there. Reduced effectiveness 10%. So, but it doesn't really matter now. It's 2 outs. And Dallas, 14 hits, only 3 runs to show for it. And here's Bob Stinson with 2 for 3. But let's see if they're relying on him a little too much here. And he fly ball, Trispika drifting back, and that's going to do it. 6-3 win. San Francisco. Cy Young is 9-16. Just awful numbers. Jack Taylor, it's 9-16.
16.
Yep.
How do you ever win 9?
It's a miracle.
It's a miracle.
Jack Taylor gets his 10th win, inching towards 500. David Justice hit a home run. Leon Wagner went 3 for 4. Bob Stinson 2 for 4 with 2 doubles. Jeter 2 for 4 with a stolen base. Dawson with a home run. And A-Rod with 2 for 2 with a stolen base. So that does it, I think, for playing out games for today. Let's look at the schedule and see if we can just send the rest of the double headers that we have. And then we can leave it for Bernie tomorrow to pick it up. Okay, so let's see. We got San Francisco, Dallas. Yeah, so I think we played everybody, right? I believe so. Let me just count them. 1, 2, so we got 3, 6, 9, 11. So are we missing a game? Are we missing some teams here? Who do I not play?
Golly, hi. Yeah, it'd be weird if there was a team off today, but.
Oh, wait. Oh, no. Wait. Here's the 12th right here. Sorry. So, yeah. Okay, so we got everybody. All right, so we're going to simulate the rest of these games. Let's see. The next one is Manchester-Cleveland. What? Oh, I think I started this game by accident. Okay. That's why. Oh, yeah, because remember I tried to start this one, but then I realized I already played them. All right, so here we go.
Oh, God.
Oh, Cleveland over Manchester. They get even on the double header. So Walsh is the winner. Galarraga with a home run. Sotheron the loser. Another doubleheader, Vegas and Tampa Bay. Tampa Bay beats Vegas. Hudek with the winner. Hudek. And then Roland the loser. Another Weaver with a home run. Let's look at the box score and see who else did something. That's it. Just Weaver with the home run for Vegas. And pitching wise, yeah. Joe Benz got in the game. Austin got the start. Roland the loss. He got him from Amazing. And Kemp 2 for 5. Okay, Kingman over 2 with 0 for 4, 2 Ks. It's not a very good pickup, I guess. And next, we have Chico's in Hagerstown, game 2. And Chico's beats Hagerstown 7-3. Deacon Philippe, the winner. Paul Parrott, the loser, 11-13. Ryan Braun gets 2 home runs with 11, so he's got a home run earlier today. It's 3 home runs on the day. And let's see the new guys, 3 for 4, Braun. And yeah, so we got that. Ginger Beaumont, 4 for 5. And we got Dallas and San Francisco. That's fun to say. Dallas loses to San Francisco once again. And Bagby, the winner, Winter, the loser. Posada gets the 3 for 3 for a double. So here we go. Chico's is 2.5 games above Lehigh. Liverpool 5 after the first day after the trading deadline. So that was a pretty eventful day. Let's see. Well, we got 2 more days in the week. Let's see how many more games we got. So maybe I can leave a day for Bernie to play tomorrow. And then he can get into the next. We can just go into the next week, I think. I don't really count this as a whole week, obviously. So why don't we just sim this one and have some fun here? We'll just do another round of games here. So we can see how Chicago does against Amazing.
He's been killing me this year.
Hey, and Chicago wins 5-3. Tim Hudson, the winner. Cole Hamels, the loss. Upshaw, whatever 11 means. Oh, that's a save. Yeah, save. All right, and Manchester, Long Island. And Long Island beats Manchester 10-7. So Doc Ayers got the loss. Stan Musial hit his 19th home run, 3 RBIs.
Ayers.
I think what Manchester is doing is secretly tanking. He's just not telling us. He's just making us feel the other way around. Like, it's Doc Ayers,
I think Doc needs to see a Doc after that.
Canada, Carpathian, and Sean's just tightened up here to see before the results. Here's the results here. Canada beats Carpathian 7-1. Just nothing stopping them now. 5 RBIs for Ted Simmons, 4 for 4. 3 home runs for Ted Simmons. First guy first guy I've ever seen, I think, in Action PC hit 3 home runs. I don't think we've had a 3 home run hitter in these seasons yet.
Nice.
So that's good. And Chico's and D-Gens, Jake Weimer is pitching against the D-Gens, and the D-Gens lose to Chico's. Yadier Molina hits a home run. Jarvis gets the loss. I mean, he's just kind of I have to play him because I traded for him. So, but he's really not good until next year. So we got Berlin and Hagerstown. Berlin beats Hagerstown 9-6. Beaumont 3 for 5 for the 3rd home run of the season. Cleveland, Lehigh. Lehigh beats Cleveland. Borrowy, the winner. Walker, the loser. Bagwell is his 27th. And here comes Tampa Bay, St. Pete. Well, who's watching TV? Turn that down. Right?
No, I'm like, what the heck's going on?
Good Lord. Well, we're on a broadcast here. I have to show some respect. Tampa Bay wins. St. Pete 7-8. Nolan Ryan. Bedard gets the loss. Benji Molina hits a home run. So we got Yadier and Benji with home runs today. That's got to be rare. And then we got Liverpool and Dallas. Liverpool beats Dallas. McLean gets his 12th win. Martinez 3 for 4 with a triple. Edgar, that is. It'd be nice if Chicago had them. And then we have Florence and Hadley Lake. Ooh. Florence and Hadley Lake. Bryles, Chief Bender, the loss. And Lancaster, Mid-Michigan. Now let's see if I have the touch with Lancaster. They already won a game today that I played out. Let's see what happens. Oh, Lancaster wins again. Look at that. I got the touch with Lancaster. I can't wait till Bernie starts simming tomorrow and just they start totally blowing it again. 11-inning win for Lancaster over Mid-Michigan. And here comes T-Ville in San Francisco to round out the day. San Francisco wins again. Tris Speaker 3 for 5. So here we go. Not much has changed really. And we got Hadley Lake 2 games up on Tampa. That loss to Florence is really going to haunt them. Michigan's right behind them at 3, and Canada's just pulling away 11.5 games up. Berlin's 5 games back on Liverpool, so they're still in it, even though they're a captainless ship right now. So let's see. We only had 2 days worth of stuff. I don't think there were a whole lot of injuries, but let's check it out anyway.
You never know.
Check out the injuries. League injuries. I have a shitload of injuries, actually, all of a sudden. Pinson is hurt. Melvin Moore is out. Manny Ramirez is out August 6th. So that's going to be pretty soon anyway. We're on August 3rd now. We got who else? Anybody else? September 16th, Randy Johnson is pretty much out for most of the season. Nobody really.
I'm not happy. I just lost my center fielder.
Mike's, not too many good people are here. Bake McBride. What? Who's your center field? Where?
Willie Wilson. So now Henderson hopefully will get put in there. Unless
he'll be back in a few days.
Yeah,
5 days.
A lot of days. Too many days.
That's it. Not too much though. Yaz is out until August 9th, actually.
Yeah, that's significant.
Johnny Bench is out to the 8th. All right. Well, there we go. So that's about it.
Tampa's Bobby Grich is still out too. So yeah.
So we actually did 12 12 games today. Is that right? Yeah. Well, one of them I did was actually bogus because it was on the wrong file. So I actually did 11, but that T-ville game was but T-ville they ended up winning anyway on the second sim around, and Ernie Banks still hit a home run. So I feel like vindicated through that. Anyway, but thanks a lot everyone for joining, and we'll see you on the Discord. It's 10:30 and it's still early in Field of Dreams land. At least unless you're Dave Lando.
Here we go. All right.
Dave, you got to join. So, what was that? I thought that was you snoring again just for a second, but I'll be back on the Discord momentarily. I'm going to zip this up and present it back to the group so Bernie can grab it, or whoever, maybe even Beatles wants to do some games. I don't know. See who's around. That would be fun too. I would watch that tonight. But thanks again. Thanks, Sean. Thanks for Dave for showing up, keeping me company. Appreciate
Thank you,
it.
Mike. Thank you, Sean.
Yeah, thanks for having me on.
I'll talk to you guys soon.
Well, all right.